Cubs baseball on Comcast Sportsnet is brought to you in part by your Chicago area and Northwest Indiana Lexus dealer, who invites you to test drive a Lexus today. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Illinois, through it all. AT&T Uverse, AT&T Uverse TV. Check availability at 1-800-PIC-ATT. Rethink possible. Ford. Check out America's freshest lineup at your local Ford store or at localfordstores.com. And by Southwest Airlines. Find our fares online only at southwest.com.
Welcome back to the ballpark. The rain has cleared out, and hopefully that's it for the wet stuff. Delay of about an hour as we get set for game one of a 4-game series. The Cubs just dropped 2 of 3 over the weekend to the Cincinnati Reds. Travis Wood for the Cubs and right-hander Bronson Arroyo for the Diamondbacks. Let's go down to the field and more on this matchup with our Kelly Kroll.
Well, absolutely, Lynn. These two former teammates in Cincinnati for a number of years, good friends as well, and we know Travis Wood takes a lot of pride in his hitting as well. Of course, led with home runs and ribbies last year as a pitcher, but told me before the season started the one guy he hates facing the most is this guy out here tonight, Bronson Arroyo, because he knows him so well. And he says, I just get up there and I overthink because I know he thinks he knows what he should do at that moment, and so I'm ready for it, but really then he tricks me. And he said, you know, we're such good friends, it's a great battle out there. So clearly he'll be looking forward to that one as well as being on the bump tonight.
Kelly, thank you. As we check in on our lows, never stop improving, and Travis Wood's gotten better and better last year. Under 500, but he reached the 200 inning mark for the first time in his career, and fantastic 3.11 earned run average.
Yeah, the home run rate way down from the year before. You see 18 home runs allowed last year and 200 innings pitched. The previous season he allowed 25 long balls on 156 innings. So Travis, you know, he's 27 years of age. He should be in the prime of his career, coming off an all-star season and off to a very good start here this year.
Now let's get the umpires for tonight. DJ Rayburn will work the plate. Dan Bellino at first, Tom Woodring at second, and Brian O'Nora, he's a crew chief, over at third. And now the Diamondbacks Southwest starting lineup, it has been a major struggle. Worst record in baseball at 5-16. Chris Owings will start it at short. First time he's led off in his young major league career. Aaron Hill has always been good against the Cubs. Paul Goldschmidt's good against everybody. Martin Prado's cleaning up. He's the third baseman. Cody Ross recently off the DL looking for his first hit. Mark Trumbo is in left, the former Angel. Miguel Montero and former Cub Tony Campana ahead of the pitcher Arroyo.
Let's take a look at the Cubs defensively. It's brought to you by Kia. Outfield of Kalish, Sweeney, and Shearholtz. Third to first around the horn we go Valbuena, Castro, Bonifacio, Rizzo. Wellington Castillo behind the plate tonight for our Lexus pursuing perfection starting pitcher. Travis Wood, 3 starts, averaging 6 innings per. Winless so far, despite some very good work in ERA, right at 3. 19 punch-outs, just 4 walks in those 18 innings of work.
So the rain delay will be almost right on the button, an hour. And all in all, JD, I think that's pretty good, considering looking at the forecast, looked like about a 70% chance of rain for several hours, and we only had to wait 60 minutes. That's a win.
Yeah, and I think you'd rather wait as opposed to get started and then shut it down and have to come back out. You always have issues with that with your starting pitcher if you get started and then throw the tarp on the field. So, yeah, a little time to hang out in the clubhouse, play some cards, listen to some tunes, go over the scouting report a few more times, and now time to play ball.
And it is Owings who beat out Didi Gregorius for the everyday job at short. Pacific Coast League MVP, AAA level last year. And away we go. Ball 1 low on a fastball to get us started.
Travis in his career has not had a lot of success against the Diamondbacks. 1-4 with an ERA of 6.33. 5 career starts.
It's early. Diamondbacks middle of the pack in the National League in terms of runs scored. We kind of pinpointed their biggest problem, which has been starting pitching. Fouled off. 59 degrees and not much of a breeze out of the east at 2 miles an hour. Well, Kirk Gibson is smiling, but that's probably a rare sight after such a rough start for a team that had and maybe still does have high hopes in the National League West.
A 500 club each of the last 2 seasons.
Swing and a miss. Strike 3.
Good start for Wood. Just a couple of strikeouts in his last start against the Yankees. His first 2 starts, though, he got a lot of swings and misses. Struck out 8 Phillies and then 9 Pirates in consecutive starts. And he just slips a good fastball down around the knees past the rookie.
Outside on a fastball to Aaron Hill. Rain delay officially 61 minutes. Hill 9 for his last 50, but a .339 career hitter against the Cubs. The side, it's 2-1. Travis has a sign from Castillo, and there's a ground ball left side picked up by Starlin Castro, and he gets him.
Well, we got 2 starting pitchers here tonight. You know how pilots try to make up time when the flight is delayed. We got 2 guys that can make up some time. Wood and Arroyo both work quickly. So we might get to our gate on time, maybe just a little bit late than what we anticipated. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight.
You've flown a bit in your life. 1-0 on Paul Goldschmidt, one of the premier offensive performers in the National League. (2-0).
That big, strong kid. First onto the scene a couple of years ago. Had an MVP type season last year. Didn't win the award, but certainly got a lot of votes. Could have justified him being the MVP last season. Kind of funky the way he points that bat towards the ground.
Yeah. He finished second in the MVP balloting as he smacks one into left center to keep the Diamondbacks first alive. Made a loud sound, didn't it, off the bat?
Yeah, he tends to square it up from time to time.
There's Dave McKay, the first base coach, former Cubs first base coach.
Yeah, we noted where he starts, but ultimately all good hitters kind of get to that same position as they get ready to unload. Watch the bat barrel comes back up, gets his hands pushed back, and then hammers that ball. A couple of good young first sackers right there.
You don't think of Martin Prado necessarily as a cleanup hitter. He does not have a home run, but since 2009, his 187 doubles are the second most in the National League. So we'll call that gap power.
Yeah, well, he's a line drive hitter. Makes a lot of contact. Doesn't swing and miss very often. I think he's an ideal number 2 hitter, but it doesn't matter so much where you hit in the lineup. If you got a collection of good hitters, you're going to score enough runs.
Cutter for a strike.
They've used Miguel Montero in the cleanup spot. But with the lefty on the mound, Kirk Gibson slides Montero down to the 7 hole here tonight.
On the right field line, and it'll slice out of play. And it's 0-2. Tough out here, 0-2, in terms of trying to get him to swing and miss.
We might throw over to first base here. Nope.
Well, here you go.
Swung and missed.
Right on cue. He swings and misses. And Travis Wood with a scoreless first.
You know things will always change. So you need an airline that can change a ticket without charging a fee. An airline that does more and asks less. Where you need to be is just as important to us as it is to you. Hassle-free ticket changes. Just one of the many little things we can do to roll with you. If it matters to you, it matters to us.
Update your deck or patio with fade-resistant indoor-outdoor carpet by EcoFly. Available at Menards. With a 5-year outdoor and 7-year indoor warranty, 12-foot status is available in 5 colors. Only 39 cents a square foot. Keep your dog safe in the security of your yard with pet training products. This remote trainer works up to 150 yards, $77. This wireless pet containment system is easy to set up with no wires to bury, $229.
Save big money at Menards.
Oh, great. Can I get this too?
Yeah.
Foot-long sweet onion chicken teriyaki.
Wait for it.
With jalapenos and pepper jack cheese.
Toasted.
5-tool phenom Mike Trout powers the long ball with his favorite, the Subway Sweet Onion Chicken Teriyaki, made the way he says.
Subway, longtime sponsor of Little League.
If tonight's Cubs leadoff man gets a hit, Denny's Beverage Depot will donate $100 to JDRF. Now the Cubs Southwest starting lineup, kind of a strange day yesterday. They only scored 2 runs, but they had 11 hits. And that loss to the Reds left 14 on base. Bonifacio, the former Diamondback, Valbuena, Rizzo, Nate Scherholtz will clean up. Starlin Castro bats 5th. Ryan Sweeney with a good game yesterday. He needed it. He's in center. Castillo, the catcher. Ryan Kalish gets the nod in left with Travis Wood, the right-handed hitting pitcher.
And our Lexus starting pitcher for the Diamondbacks. I was tempted to say Reds if you make so many starts for Cincinnati, but he's with the D-backs now. He's made 3 starts, and it's not gone well for the veteran right-hander. 1-1 with a .995. League hitting .356 against him. 21 hits and 12 2/3.
And a strike called on Emilio Bonifacio.
4 of those 21 hits off Arroyo have left the ballpark. Any pitch on any count. Just about any arm angle from Arroyo.
Bonifacio 6 out of 12 with a couple of walks over the weekend against the Reds. Signed with Arizona back in 01, made his big league debut in 07. Bounced to third, picked up by Prado, and he gets it. Now you mentioned Arroyo as a Red. That's where he had his most success. Started with the Pirates, then the Red Sox, 8 years in Cincinnati, and he was an innings eating machine. He only had 1 year with the Reds in which he did not get to 200 innings, and that particular year he was 1 inning or 3 outs shy.
Yeah, usually pencil him in for 200 innings and 12 to 15 wins. Battled back issues, and it reared its ugly head again this spring, so he only threw 7 innings in spring training.
Buena pops it up. And no play for Prado. Well, Arroyo hit the market over the winter, and I think he wanted more years than he got. A 2-year contract. He realized this was his last opportunity to get a multi-year deal. He got 2 years, $23.5 million with a club option for a third.
Now, as good as he's been, you can understand where clubs would be hesitant. It's a tough sell. He's 37 years old. The fastball tops out at about 87.
High in the air to center, but lots of room for Tony Campana for the out.
And even though he's been remarkably durable, you could understand where clubs would go, sooner or later, this guy's probably going to break down. I wouldn't bet on it.
Well, you brought up a great question. He's 37, as you mentioned, but if you said this is a 21-year-old kid whose fastball never reaches 90.
Right-handed.
Right-handed. He's got this weird leg kick that I've never seen before. He's skinny.
Where would he go in the draft?
Where would you draft him? And a couple people upstairs whose opinions we respect said, I don't know if he would get drafted.
He might not. That's the beautiful thing about it.
Yep, 32 to 34 starts, 200 innings a year. You can pretty much bank on it.
And 139 career major league wins. And it's not like he's a guy who used to blow gas and then lost his fastball. He's kind of always been the same guy.
Well,
so I guess the question is then, how high did he get drafted?
Bronson Arroyo.
We broke in with the Pirates in
third round, 1995.
Yeah. Well, there you go. He's throwing 88 when he broke into the big leagues with the Pirates in 02. According to Fangraphs.
Well, I guess that's the thing, because a lot of young pitchers are compared to guys we know. He's a young Greg Maddux. He's a young Roger Clemens. He's a young this. If you hear he's a young Bronson Arroyo, I think the answer to that, or the question to that, is what part reminds you of Bronson Arroyo? The durable 200-inning guy that'll be caught by Campana, or the guy who throws 88? Well, whatever you want to say about him, he's had a very good career. After one, no score.
Time to buy a Honda Accord?
We don't call it the Spring Into a Honda sales event for nothing.
What makes this Accord so special?
Rearview camera, Bluetooth, Pandora compatibility, all standard.
I'm not convinced.
It's an IIHS 2014 top safety pick.
There's a bear behind you.
Way to stay on your toes, Roberts.
This is not a drill. Get a great deal during the Spring Into a Honda sales event. Now at your Honda dealer.
Russell drives down the middle, puts it up, and Fire is there to slam it home.
Hey, what's this? Uverse Live TV?
With AT&T Uverse, you can watch live TV from your device anywhere in your home.
Hey.
So you won't miss a minute of the game. Call now to get a Uverse bundle for the same great price for 2 years, guaranteed.
In-depth stats, play predictions, and analysis. Follow the action with Cubs in-game live on CSNChicago.com. It's brought to you by Comcast Business Class.
Get your tickets to the party of the century all season long. This year, the Cubs will celebrate the rich history of Wrigley Field through decade-themed homestands. For more information about the season-long celebration, visit WrigleyField100.com. As always, get your tickets at Cubs.com today.
Glad you're with us tonight. Started a little late, but we're now in the second. And Cody Ross making just his third start since coming off the disabled list. Batting fifth in the lineup and playing right. Started on the shelf recovering from hip surgery. And he swings at the first pitch and lofts it to right where Nate Scherholtz will make the grab. Strikeouts are nice, but I would think as a starting pitcher, those one pitch outs are invaluable.
Well, especially in the modern game, right, where pitch counts are so important. You get quick outs, you can stay in the game a little bit longer, have a better chance to pick yourself up a W. Travis Wood still looking for his first one this year.
Trumbo, that low batting average, but he is tied for the major league lead with 6 home runs.
Yeah, he's a pure slugger. He doesn't walk much, strikes out a lot, but he's dangerous. Led the Angels in home runs last year.
Nothing in 2 on Trumbo. Here it comes outside. Well, Trumbo has worked a lot with that man, Dave McKay, on his outfield play. Trumbo played some outfield, but 57 complete games, 1 through 9 in the outfield with the Angels before this season. But he was able to play a little first, a little DH. Those are not real options with the Diamondbacks.
No, it's going to be very interesting to see how it plays out because he has struggled in left field. And yeah, you're right. There's no plan B. I'm going to stick him at first base with Paul Goldschmidt there. So he's going to have to lean heavily on Dave McKay to step up his game defensively, especially in their home ballpark. That's a big left field there.
Called strike 3 on the inside corner. No argument from Trumbo.
Pretty simple game plan for Travis Wood. Most times he takes the hill, cutters in, cutters away. Good changeup, occasional slow curve. Here's a cut fastball at the knees on the inside edge. He looks crisp here tonight in the early going. Not a big guy, Travis Wood, but look at the extension he gets. Long arm delivery. Very fluid, good athlete. He's the kind of guy, and it's always a crapshoot with pitchers, but he's the kind of guy you bet on staying healthy because of his delivery and his athleticism.
High strike on Montero, hitting 7th against the lefty.
Okay, there. My apologies. It was an early second guess on my part. DJ Rayburn, my heartfelt apology.
Rayburn working over at Cubby Bear after the game, spinning some records.
Yes.
Now for your post-game entertainment, DJ Rayburn. Swing and a miss.
How about that?
Travis Wood with 4 Ks through 2.
Hey, Robbie. How are you? You're going to be test driving these trucks. It's a competitive comparison. May the best truck win. Here we go.
The Chevy, not impressive. The F-150 has the EcoBoost. It's fantastic. The F-150 is towing a 4-ton boat, and I'd never know it.
The Ram seemed like it was struggling.
I love the Ford. I'd like to drive it all the way home.
See for yourself during the EcoBoost Challenge and get a Ford F-150 with $3,000 cash back, $1,000 bonus cash, and $750 extra for your trade.
Stuck in a contract? Switch to T-Mobile. We'll pay your early termination fees, so you can get the new Galaxy S5 for $0 down right now.
With Luna, buy 2 rooms of flooring with installation and get product for the rest of your home for just $99. Sit back, relax, and save.
773-202 Luna.
The Big King you love just chickened out. Introducing the new Chicken Big King with 2 crispy chicken patties and our signature king sauce. The new Chicken Big King, now part of our 2 for $5 menu, only at Burger King, where taste is king.
Tomorrow, the throwdown on the hardwood continues in Game 2. Bulls are looking to advance, but first, they've got to put away the Wizards, who took Game 1. Coverage starts at 8 with McDonald's Bulls pregame live. Wizards versus Bulls tomorrow night at 8 on CSN. Not a bad idea to have the umbrella on your head tonight.
That's the old Brockabella.
Do you own
Lou
one?
Brock used to endorse those. No, I don't.
Don't have one?
I'm not.
I don't want to get one.
I would not be above wearing one. I mean, I think it's pretty stylish.
Nate Scherholtz will start it for the Cubs. He'll be followed by Castro and Sweeney against Bronson Arroyo. Big leg kicks, got a lot of flair. Ball 1. Slings it up there, just missed the outside on a curveball.
Nate looking for his first home run. He has not been hitting for power. Getting into some tough luck, though. A lot of hard outs here in the early going for Scherholtz.
So Arroyo needed a strike, and he flipped a 69-mile-an-hour curveball up there on a 2-0 pitch.
Yeah, well, that's really been the key for him throughout his career, his command of his off-speed stuff.
That was a changeup that was up, and he gets Scherholtz to pop it up to Prado. Let's confirm it was a changeup. If it was, it's not where you want to locate it, but it I guess worked. Look at that.
Yeah,
how does he get away with that?
Yeah. Well, he's got so many things in the back of your mind as a hitter. That time he's lucky because it just kind of stayed up, maybe a little bit above where Scherholtz would really unload on it.
I mean, the easy answer is just a guy's just a little off balance, right? Instead of maybe 84, he's getting 78. One strike to Castro. Now Montero's been around for a while, but catching Arroyo for the first time has to be an adjustment, just because he doesn't work quite like, you know, we were talking about Sean Marshall yesterday.
Well, especially because he had limited spring training, so they didn't have a whole lot of time to work together.
One pulled in the left for a base hit. Cubs have a base runner for the first time.
Now the advantage, though, when you're a veteran guy and you're new to a club, you know, obviously you feel comfortable imposing your will, telling the catcher, no, I don't want to do this, I want to do that. A young kid sometimes joins a new club and he's just going to throw whatever the catcher puts down, and sometimes to his detriment. Castro able to get this one, even though it didn't bounce. He put a ball in play yesterday on the bounce, lunging for that one, and has himself a knock.
Bringing up Ryan Sweeney, 2 hits and hit by a pitch. yesterday against the Reds. And a fastball at 85 at the knees. He's playing center with Bonifacio at second. I think this should be a good matchup for Sweeney. Seems to have been a little late occasionally here on good fastballs. And we know Arroyo does not throw hard. Good contact, but it's going to land foul.
I think that's a good approach there because he does have such good off-speed stuff. You have to tell yourself to stay back and try to stay through the middle of the diamond. It's not like you're cheating to get to a 95-mile-an-hour fastball when you're facing Arroyo. Try to stay back as long as you can, recognize the pitch, drive it the other way.
Inside 2-2. Full count. 3-2.
Here's where a lot of times a hitter will convince himself, okay, full count, I'm going to get a fastball here. Obviously, with Arroyo out there, you can't sit on anything in this situation.
Castro runs, and way out in front was Sweeney on 72. Time now for you to tweet your photo using hashtag CubsFanPhoto for a chance to have it shown later on in our broadcast tonight. Brought to you by AT&T. Castro runs again. That ball almost hit Starlin on the way through as Hill makes the play. So he's at second with 2 outs.
A couple of pretty good swings in that at bat for Ryan Sweeney. That one ball he drove foul down the left field line. This ball really well struck. Look out, Starlin. Heck of a play there by Aaron Hill. Otherwise, the Cubs are set up first and third. He looked like he was doing the hurdles.
Right.
Albeit a low hurdle, not a real high hurdle.
Here's Castillo. Slow start, but hitting .323 over his last 8 games as he chops one foul.
Sweeney going down the line, broke stride. I don't know if something, it was just out of frustration because the play was made, or if he tweaked something. Yeah, he tweaked something. Doesn't he did. Yeah.
Doesn't look quite right. Hopefully he is okay. Pitch. Little blooper. Shallow right. This one's going to drop for a base hit. Castro will score. And Castillo now has knocked in 8 runs over his last 9 games, and the Cubs lead by a run.
Throw it soft, hit it soft. A thing of beauty for Wellington Castillo.
Now, Cody Ross admits coming back from hip surgery, he is just not 100%. And says that injury robbed him of some of his speed. Pretty nasty hip injury that he suffered, as it has started to rain again. You see the umbrellas and the parkas in the background. Kalish on a hop that gets through. Castillo will have to stop at second. Third hit of the inning.
Yeah, a sharply hit play probably should have been made. Hill just looked unsettled as to how he was going to approach this ground ball. Didn't know whether he was going to try to get in front of it or play it off to the side. He ultimately olays it a little bit. Diamondbacks have made 17 errors this year. Only a couple clubs in the NL have made more. So you couple that with the fact you got a banged up guy in right and a slow-footed guy in left, a little bit vulnerable defensively. I probably told Tony Campana, hey, if it's in the air, you go get it.
Travis Wood, deep to left. It is gone. That's a 3-run homer in the rain, and it's 4-0 Cubs.
It's always a surprise when a pitcher goes deep, but certainly not a shock when it's Travis Wood. He's legit. He knows what to do with a bat in his hands. Ford home run replay. Belly button high slider. Walloped into the seats of the left.
5th year in the majors. He's homered now in every season as a big leaguer. Ford home run replay.
Nothing cheap about that.
First since he went deep off Tim Lincecum in San Francisco last July 28th.
I guess the question coming into this game was, which Arroyo are we going to see? The guy with a .995 ERA or the guy who's been so good against the Cubs over the years? He's off to a rough start here this evening. He was in his last 9 starts here. He's 6-0 with a .261 ERA. His club 7-2. That would be the Reds, his former club.
0-2 to Bonifacio's low. So the Cubs were talking about the Reds' approach yesterday. All those 2-out runs. And here in the 2nd inning, the Cubs getting 4, all after 2 are out. For that homer by Travis, Cubs pitchers have been 1 for 30 on the year.
Well, who won the Silver Slugger for pitchers in the National League last year?
I think Zach Greinke, maybe? I don't know.
That sounds right. Yeah. Travis Wood. Would be a guy you would think would have a shot at winning that. It was indeed Zach Greinke.
Pure guess on my part.
Good, solid
Steven
guess.
Strasburg the year before.
I don't think it was a pure guess. I think that was an educated guess. Great depth of knowledge. I enjoyed your column today about pace of play in the Daily Herald.
Thank you.
I recommend people go read that.
.3-2 is popped down the left field line out of play behind the Cubs bullpen. Producer Mark Brady said he didn't like it, but you know that's kind of the point of the column, is to get people to either love or hate it. He thought it was too pretentious. I know how you feel. I tried to catch one yesterday and I missed it. Ball 4. It's Mike Harkey, former Cub. He's their new pitching coach. It can really be demoralizing for a club like the Diamondbacks, who again had
pretty high expectations, at least internally, for this season. To get off to this rough start and have the starting pitching scuffle the way it has, they probably had a lot of games that look just like this one. Opposition throws a big fat crooked number up there early. Puts a lot of pressure on those hitters. Arroyo last time out, 3 1/3, 10 hits, 9 runs against the Mets. They had 3 runs on the board, 14 pitches into the ball game.
Valbuena sends one sky high to center. And it's Tony Campana who will lead off the Diamondbacks' third to make the catch. 4 runs, 3 coming on Travis Wood's home run.
At GMC, incredible thinking always comes first. Like the GMC Acadia, the first 8-passenger crossover to offer an EPA estimated 24 highway miles per gallon. The first in the industry to offer a front center airbag. And during the GMC April open house, you can be one of the first to take advantage of professional grade offers on all 2014 GMC models. Now get 0% financing for 60 months or $1,500 cash back on any 2014 GMC Acadia.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Chicago Cubs and may not be reproduced, or descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Chicago Cubs.
Hey there, can I help you?
Sorry. Hi. We need a new family plan.
How about 10 gigs of data to share and unlimited talk and text?
Oh, 10 gigs sounds pretty good.
Yeah, really good. And for a family of 4, it's $160 a month.
What? Get out of here.
Sorry, are we still doing the whisper thing, or?
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
Yes. We'll take it.
Introducing our best ever family pricing. For instance, a family of 4 gets 10 gigs of data with unlimited talk and text for $160 a month, only from AT&T.
Breathtaking. Meat impeccable. Refined. Meat untouched. On a Holland America Line cruise, comforting, intuitive service blends with awe-inspiring destinations and exhilarating experiences. Call your travel agent or visit hollandamerica.com.
Tomorrow night, Anthony Rizzo and the Cubs continue their series against the Diamondbacks. Tomorrow night at 7 on the CSN Plus. Cubs and D-backs on Comcast Sportsnet Plus. Nice 4-run cushion. And we often say in the National League, a pitcher can help his own cause. He usually doesn't. And tonight, that has absolutely been the case. As the speedy Tony Campana takes ball 1. Cubs 13th round pick in 2008 out of the University of Cincinnati. 5'8", 165, but he's got blazing speed. Great story. Tony, as you might recall, diagnosed with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma when he was 7. Went through 6 months of chemo. Was in remission for a long time, given the all clear when he was 16. Won the Tony Conigliaro Award in his rookie year of 2011 as a Cub. Part-time player, but off to a pretty good start, hitting .318. That's something he does not want to do very often.
No food up there.
No, and he's got 1 career homer, and Cub fans will remember it was an inside the Parker. So he is not what you would consider a home run threat. Arroyo has 6 career home runs, but only a 1-24 career batter. One ball, 1 strike.
It's interesting, Travis Wood coming into this start, 19 strikeouts in 18 innings. And he's not a guy who blows you away with a mid-90s fastball, and he's really not out there trying to trick you a whole lot either. He just beats you with really good location and just, that cutter, just a little bit of movement, really designed to get just the ball off the barrel of the bat to induce weak contact. But this year he's gotten a lot of swings and misses.
Good frame by Castillo. Couldn't get the call, however, and it's full 3-2. And obviously, cardinal sin here would be to walk Arroyo, so he's got to groove one.
Yep. Still, it's the old pink elephant thing. Don't think of pink elephants. You're going to think of them.
He gets him to make contact as Luis Valbuena will fire across for the out.
Don't miss the exciting opportunity to go behind the scenes of the legendary home of the Chicago Cubs with Wrigley Field tours. Guided tours include visits to the press box, clubhouses, dugouts, as well as a chance to actually step on the field. This must-see Chicago attraction houses 100 years of history, offered on both game days and non-game days. So visit Cubs.com/tours to book yours today.
Back to the top now, and Chris Owings. Diamondbacks started the year in Australia, and they got swept 2 games by the Dodgers. And to add, I guess, insult to injury, those were considered home games. Officially as a home team, the Diamondbacks are 1-11. Ouch. Actually been okay on the road, 4-5.
They've been outscored by 51 runs. Well, make it 55 now with this 4 spot the Cubs have put up. That's the biggest negative run differential in the league. Baseball.
Do you get Bill James' website? You have to pay for it.
Then I don't. Okay. No way.
Well, I do. I just subscribe. Occasionally, Bill, maybe once or twice a week, will just do a little research, write about something. And he wrote about run differential early in a season. So teams that are 2-9 to start the year. I mean, real small sample size. He did some research to find out if it matters if getting blown out early or being close and losing matters. And he found out that, yeah, if you're 3 or 4 under 500, but your run differential is pretty good, you got a shot to have a good season. But if you're minus 50 or whatever the Diamondbacks are, that does not bode well.
Right, because if you're a Diamondback supporter, player, front office person, right, you're probably telling all the folks back home, back in field, hey, it's early. But when you come out of the gate 5-16, I mean, that does tell a story.
And clearly they're not losing 4-3, 2-1. Humpback liner caught by Bonifacio, and that will end the inning. Shutdown frame for Wood after the Cubs got 4.
He loved skiing and skateboarding, so young Tom Sims combined them, creating a whole new way down the mountain. Uncompromising creativity. It's also how Mazda made a crossover that combines nimble handling with outstanding fuel efficiency. This is the Mazda CX-5. What do you drive? Now, get the 2014 Mazda CX-5 with SkyActiv technology for 0.9% APR for 60 months.
It's almost impossible to get them to sit down to dinner. That's why we have... KFC Dip-Ums! A KFC Dip-Ums bucket. 20 extra crispy tenders.
6 awesome sauces.
I mean, he's sitting still. This is kind of miraculous.
Break the ice with a special edition pint, only from Coors Light.
Today, Feldco honors the best of the best, the top of the class, the ultimate in energy efficiency. To celebrate, Feldco is offering 2 windows for the price of 1.
That's right. Get 2 windows for the price of 1 and graduate to higher savings with no money down, no interest, and no payments for 1 year.
2 windows for the price of 1 and soon. Call now.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Feldco.
Tomorrow, the throwdown on the hardwood continues in Game 2. Taj Gibson and the Bulls are looking to advance, but first have to put the Wizards away. Coverage starts at 8 with McDonald's Bulls pregame live. Bulls, Wizards, tomorrow at 8 on CSN.
With a couple very special guests who are taking this game in on behalf of Operation Warrior Wishes, which is a nonprofit organization set up by a father-son duo here from Chicago. I'm going to let them introduce themselves and tell us how much fun it is watching their Cubbies win.
Oh, it's amazing right now. I'm Staff Sergeant John Herlong from the 317th Engineer Company down in Kankakee, and I love being out here watching the Cubbies actually kicking some butt.
Specialist Omar Jimenez.
Great. Appreciate it, gentlemen. We'll have more information. You can see what these guys are doing here all throughout the season, okay?
Thanks, Kelly. Great to have them here at Wrigley Field. The 0-1 to Rizzo is apparently in a little bit. 1 ball, 1 strike. Cubs also partnering with Ebony Magazine. It is Jackie Robinson Day here at Wrigley Field tonight. And it was great to have 10-year-old Joshua Moon of the Oak Park Mustangs, who threw out the ceremonial first pitch. Three and one.
I get the sense just the way Rizzo's taking these pitches from Arroyo that he's pretty well locked in here, seeing the ball well.
Ball 4. Just to underline how rough a start it has been for the Diamondbacks rotation. 40% of their rotation has already been demoted to the bullpen. Randall Delgado and Trevor Cahill.
And some are calling for Archie Bradley, the big prospect that's down in the minor leagues, but apparently struggled with his fastball command in spring training, and I don't know that he's pitching all that well down there. And that's the other thing. Would you bring a young kid, a hot prospect up with a club that's scuffling the way they are and expect him to be the savior? That's putting a lot of pressure on a kid.
And they got bad news right before their trip to Australia when Patrick Corbin went down and had to have Tommy John surgery. So he's out for the year. 2 strikes on Scherholtz. Territory, and it drops untouched. Prado, Owings, and Trumbull within the area.
Shortstop typically has the best angle, but Owings not able to get over there in time to really be a part of the play. Prado had the best chance. Scherholtz manages to stay alive. Diamondbacks don't do a lot of shifting. Prado off the line there, third, middle of the order. They're pretty much middle of the diamond, rather, pretty much straight double play depth.
Should be 2. It is. Just like that. 2 gone on a 6-3 twin killing. Here's Castro. He singled and scored the first run in the second. Three of these four games will be the Diamondbacks and the Cubs. Game 3 will be the Packers and the Feds, the Shy Feds. Throwback uniforms on the big anniversary day on Wednesday afternoon. Hope you can make it out and come early. You get here early enough, you get a cupcake.
Oh, baby.
And a replica Shy Feds jersey. Wade Miley, a left-hander, against Jeff Samardzija.
There'll be a lot of celebrities and dignitaries on hand. Former Cubs, former Bears.
Cubs will have their big Bricks and Ivy charity ball that night. Diamondbacks only visit to Wrigley Field, so it's pretty important to get this one in here tonight. As Owens goes down to a knee, up with it, and he gets Castro. We head to the fourth. All Cubs early, 3-0.
Live a full life. The new Lexus CT Hybrid with an EPA estimated 42 mpg. The further you go, the more interesting it gets. Lease the 2014 CT 200H for $299 a month for 27 months. See your Lexus dealer.
My heroes play sports,
wear capes,
or crowns. My heroes teach others.
Sacrifice for our country.
And run into burning buildings.
Now, it's my turn. Our turn.
And your turn to be a hero.
Join the Secretary of State's Organ and Tissue Donor Registry.
It takes very little time, and one donor can save or greatly improve up to 25 lives.
Go to lifegoeson.com.
Become a hero today.
Esse samba quente que é muito legal. É super pra frente, é bem genial. Uma da pesada que segura a parada. Isso é famoso 16 toneladas.
After every Cubs game, stay tuned for Blue Cross Blue Shield Cubs postgame live. Cap and Holly break down the game and take you live to the stadium to hear from Renteria and the players. Cubs postgame live after every Cubs game on Comcast Sportsnet.
Good start for the Cubs, leading 4-0 here in the fourth. Follow Patrick Mooney, our Cubs insider, all season long here on Comcast Sportsnet. Brought to you by nationwide agent Jeff Vukovich. Visit Jeff at jeffvuk.com. Nationwide is on your side. So far, so good for the Cubs here tonight. Still looking for their first series win of the year. It's hard to dress up a 5-12 record, let's be honest, but the big focus in spring training, the shortstop and the first baseman, and there are good positive things to talk about in that regard.
Yeah, Len, it's weird. You'd think that if, you know, you looked back when we were all hanging out in Mesa, and if Starlin looked like a 300 hitting all-star type shortstop, and if Anthony Rizzo kind of went back to the guy he was in 2012, you'd think the Cubs wouldn't be, you know, in last place. So those are the type of things that Rick Renteria is going to be pointing to.
Does Starlin look different to you versus last year when he struggled kind of both ways, offensively and at times defensively?
I think so. I mean, we spent a lot of time talking about that hamstring in spring training, and that didn't really set him back. But when he did come to camp, he was in noticeably better shape. Teammates were talking about kind of his energy, the way he was kind of carrying himself. And I think you've seen that, you know, games here where it seems like he's all over the place, whether he makes the play or not. Foul line, other side of second base, and that's obviously been one of Renteria's kind of points of emphasis here of talking to him in between innings during the games and kind of staying on top of him.
JD, I want to ask you, and your experience going back to your playing days, Major League coaches, they know stuff. I mean, every staff we've been around, they all know about the same things. They come at it maybe from a different angle, but isn't it interesting? And Starlin, when you think about it, how many managers and infield coaches he's had a ton. Every infield coach who comes in, they see something a little different. And you think that sometimes when you watch a guy too much, you kind of overlook some of the things, and then the fresh eyes come in and go, wait a minute, let's work on this.
Yeah, well, there's, you know, and how you handle that player too. Different coaches, different managers are going to go about it a different way. You know, some guys are going to say, wait a minute, kid, you got to the big leagues. I'm not supposed to be teaching you how to move your feet or where to position yourself and where your mind should be at a given point in the ball game. That's not Rick Renteria's philosophy. He's willing to take this kid, put his arm around him, say, here's the deal, man. This is what we need you to work on. And, you know, this is what we want you to be thinking about. And I think that's a real point of emphasis for Ricky, not just with Starlin, but all his guys. He wants them mentally fried at the end of a ball game. He wants them to be thinking all the time on the field, in the dugout, between at bats. You know, he wants their mind completely invested in the game. And, you know, that's what we saw, but, you know, Cub fans have seen with Starlin over the years. That's not always the case.
Goldschmidt's 2 for 2.
You know, and the hope is he gets there.
I think one thing you can ask Alan Trammell in the other dugout, to Pat Listash, to Del Swaim, if they all say that Starlin works hard, he's a coachable kid, you know, he pays attention, he wants to get better, and I think that's kind of been the unifying theme throughout that. And when Rick Renteria's pregame media session goes like 20 minutes long, I think one of the last things he has to worry about at this point is Starlin. I think if you look up at the end of the season, he'll be back to where he was not that long ago.
Here's Prado. He struck out his first time. And he looks at a strike. Okay, so the spring training Rick Renteria versus the first 3 weeks of the regular season Rick Renteria, from your perspective.
Yeah, that's a good question. I think he's still pretty much the same. I think he'll be the same throughout. It's just kind of the perception of it, and can you keep kind of selling some of the same positive messages. I think you kind of have to tweak that as you go along. And, you know, we had one night in St. Louis where Jose Veras was our closer, and the next day, you know, he shifted course, and that's kind of what you have to do here. And I think, you know, the big challenge will be as we get closer towards the trade deadline, and if you see some of these veterans get moved. He was asked about who's kind of your go-to leaders at this point, and, you know, we'll kind of see how he does keep it together.
1-1 on Prado. Goldschmidt, the runner at first. Line pretty deep. Kalish, though, has just enough room on the warning track for the out. Well, to compare, you know, these two managers, Patrick, have been talking about the struggles of the Diamondbacks, and, you know, the job of Kirk Gibson right now is win. You know, the process is what it is, but this is a team that's got some high-paid players. They've, quote, underachieved the last 2 years. But for Ricky, the process matters a lot, and it's not that the results don't, but he really wants these guys to play the game the right way, not regardless of the result, but that in his mind is going to lead to better results.
An interesting note on Kirk Gibson. Kevin Towers, the D-backs GM, had told me when he took over, Gibson was an interim guy, but the top guy on his list was Rick Renteria. That if it didn't work out with Kirk Gibson, that he wanted, you know, to take a look at Renteria. He was the exact type of guy that he wanted. He knew him from their time together in San Diego, and so Gibson kind of ran with that opportunity. But, you know, Towers is one of the guys who raves about Rick Renteria as the type of guy, you know, you want. I think he used the phrase "in the trenches," and so certainly the Cubs at this point are hoping, you know, he can grow into that type of manager.
And that's a great note. It's not as if Rick Renteria were not on the map or on the radar and the Cubs just grabbed him. He managed Team Mexico in the WBC last year, and as you say, there were other GMs who definitely had him on their list. Called strike 3, so Wood strands 1. Thanks, Patrick.
Thanks, guys.
CSNChicago.com. Check it out.
time to buy a Honda Accord?
We don't call it the Spring Into a Honda sales event for nothing.
What makes this Accord so special?
Rear-view camera, Bluetooth, Pandora compatibility, all standard.
I'm not convinced.
It's an IIHS 2014 top safety pick.
There's a bear behind you.
Way to stay on your toes, Roberts.
This is not a drill. Get a great deal during the Spring Into a Honda sales event. Now at your Honda dealer.
There's a first time for everything. We achieve goals. Celebrate. Cherish and protect. What really matters.
If they make this, I'll eat the blazing wings.
This is no time for a change of heart, because before contracts with us size of Texas, a man's word meant something. So get back out there and show them what you got.
That's going.
Grab a seat. The game is on.
Buffalo Wild Wings. Wings, beer, sports.
You okay, Big Cat?
Cubs leading 4-0. Great to see Masters Sergeant Thomas Almeida Jr. here tonight. Yeah, handshakes all around. You got it. A great hand. Sweeney starts it. And a curve for a strike.
Typically, Arroyo throws his breaking ball for strikes about 70% of the time. That's well above average.
On a hop, it's Owings.
Tough 0 for 2 so far for Sweeney. He's hit the ball pretty well both times. It's just good to see him still in the game and running well. A little gimpy going down the line last time. Owings was in a battle for the shortstop position in spring training with Didi Gregorius. Gregorius with a better defensive reputation. Owings as a hitter. Owings won the job, and he's handled the position well. So far, I like his defensive work. He's made a couple of errors, but for the most part, he's made all the plays.
Nice chat with Castillo today, just grinding it out every day. Said something pretty mature, and you know, he's been at this level now a few years, and I thought really stepped up after the trade of Giovanni Soto 2 summers ago to Texas. It was a 2-1. And he pops it up into shallow left center. Campana will make the catch. You know, he said, hey, my job is to kind of be the steady guy. And he said, even if I've got a pitcher who's struggling that particular day or inning, you know, he can't throw his hands up in the air and go, well, I just put my fingers down. I mean, he really feels like it's his job to get that guy to
marshal them through. Yeah, absolutely. And that's a big part of the job description.
Well, he takes it very seriously.
Yeah. The pitchers, you know, I used to be one. We can be a little hard to get along with sometimes. You know, guys get amped up. They get to pitch every 5th day. They put a lot of pressure on themselves. Some guys, you know, everything has to be just right for some guys.
We did not specifically talk about Jose Veras, but, you know, I know that Veras' struggles have to bother Castillo a lot, and I think he probably takes it very personally. outside. And it's now 2-1.
And it's tougher for a catcher to develop that rapport with a relief pitcher. You know, they're not in there for that long.
Kalish smacks one the other way for his second hit. Well, I think the other thing too, JD, is this is Veras' first year, and he has had pretty much no success to this point. And I think as a catcher, you just want to get a couple in a row, right, where you feel like,
right.
okay.
Well, you want to be able to say, hey, remember that game in Pittsburgh when we did this and this worked, and you know, let's get back there. And there's no getting back to a point right now with Jose Veras from, you know, Castillo or any of the Cubs. You know, they just haven't seen him good yet. Struggled in spring, and it's been a struggle so far here in April.
Swing and a miss. Well, he didn't miss this one 2 innings ago. Our Xfinity high-speed action.
Oh, cement mixer slider from Bronson Arroyo. No doubter from Travis Wood. Early bragging rights among the pitching staff belong to Wood.
2-1 to count. Just to finish up the thought on Castillo, he deserves obviously most of the credit for his improvement, but the guy on the right there also deserves a ton. That's Mike Borzello, terrific catching coach, and those guys are attached at the hip. In spring training, every day, Mike would find a picture of a Hall of Fame catcher. Some living, some who caught, you know, 80, 90 years ago. And guys that Castillo had never heard of, and just learning a little bit about the history of the game and adding a little motivation, going, this is what you're striving for. Another ball hit well, deep to center. Campana on his horse. Can't get it. It's off his glove as he slides into the door. Kalish will score. And how about Travis Wood? He's knocked in 4 of the Cubs' 5 runs.
Man, what a night for Travis Wood. Shutout baseball so far on the mound. And he's been the best hitter in the ballpark tonight. If anybody could run it down, it was Campana. He makes a spirited effort, but right off his glove.
Well, he's lucky he fell when he did, or he would have done some damage. About a homer and a double and 4 knocked in for the 9-hitter in the Cubs lineup. We were at the batting cage yesterday, and you said to Travis, you got a knock yet? He goes, nah, I'm going to go for 3.
I haven't had that many at bats yet.
On the ground to Aaron Hill. This will end the inning. All the Cubs runs, 2 out tallies. 4 driven in by that guy. 5-0.
Today is the day that business travel works for you. Today, you'll breeze through security and board early and earn double points on your flight. Today's the day that we make your business our business. Southwest Business Select Fares. If it matters to you, it matters to us.
Hey, Marie.
Hey, Rod.
How do you get your lawn to stay, I don't know, green?
Paint. I'm kidding. Follow me.
Rodman, how you doing? Hey, Jimmy.
First off, make sure you're not cutting the grass too short. It doesn't let the roots grow.
Okay.
Hot Rod, what's up?
Nicole.
We also need fertilizer with weed control during this time of year.
No, Rod, Father.
Hey, Tom.
I'm gonna grab you a spreader.
Okay. Hey, Rod. Stir.
He's new.
Oh. Getting help at Ace is like going to your neighbor.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
years of my life, sometimes there's ones I just can't find, but they found a home with you. And when I think about the things that we've been through, I know just one thing is true. Life is better with you. Whoa, whoa. Life is better with you.
Welcome back, everybody. Celebrate Wrigley Field's official 100th birthday this Wednesday, April 23rd. It's a 1:20 ball game. The Federals, the Shy Feds, will take on the Kansas City Packers. That would be the Diamondbacks, donning their 1914 Federal League uniform. As part of the birthday celebration, the first 30,000 fans will receive a replica Chicago Federals jersey, and the first 10,000 fans will also receive a birthday cupcake, compliments of Jewel Osco, a special pregame ceremony featuring many former Cub greats. So come early. Tickets are still available. Visit Cubs.com. Jump on board. Do it now. It'll be a big day at the ballpark.
All right, we just got a tweet from Ryan Knutson. I think Ryan tweeted us the other day. Asks us how many pitchers have hit for the cycle. I don't know, but the two brightest minds in baseball probably do. Give me some knowledge. That's nice of you to say, Ryan. Well, Chris Kampica, that's his specialty down in our production truck. Has there been a pitcher to hit for the cycle? I can't think of one off the top of my head, but I bet you somebody has.
I don't know. Rick Wise once pitched a no-hitter and hit 2 home runs in the same game. The Owlman, that's a pretty good day at the park. Mike Hampton would have been a candidate of recent vintage.
Well, you got to get 4 at-bats.
Yeah.
That's the first order of business, so you've got to pitch fairly well.
Right, and so you're more likely to find that guy a few years back when pitchers stayed in games longer. What Chris said has not happened.
Haven't found it yet.
1914.
Since 1914.
Bud Galvin never did it. Old Haas Radborn.
We're going to the pre-Weekman Park era now. Trumbo whiffs 1-2.
Again, it's what appears to be a pretty hittable pitch. 89 miles an hour, a little bit above the belt. Cutting action ties him up a little bit.
And he got him.
Not to mention some deception, and you got a good look at it from that camera angle from behind home plate as he throws the glove up high and then comes right over the top. Guys start late there. Trumbo just trying to protect on a pitch off the outside corner.
Del Montero with a roller to Bonifacio. I think the answer is no in terms of whether a pitcher is hit for the cycle.
Tony Cloninger of the Braves hit 2 grand slams in one game.
Arguably better than a cycle. Knock in 8. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. Did you find one?
No, we got a tweet here. At Chet West 19. Jimmy Ryan with the Cubs, 1888. We'll look it up. Swing and a miss. 1-2 on Campana. Yeah, we're quite sure here. I think a guy hit for the cycle and appeared in that game as a pitcher, but he might not have been the pitcher of that game. Does that make sense?
Yeah, sure does.
Close enough.
1888.
What's better than keeping your kid happy? Keeping everyone happy. The Nissan Pathfinder with Tri-Zone Entertainment. Everyone good? Now with 0% APR. Shop at choosenissan.com.
Chili's new mix and match fajitas with fresh new toppings. More life happens here.
The 2014 Nissan Altima with 270 horses and blind spot warning. Get 0% APR for up to 60 months. Nothing beats an Altima except another Altima. Shop choosenissan.com.
Hi, I'm David Kaplan with a Coors Light Cold Hard Facts Sportsnet Central update. Full center Joakim Noah named NBA Defensive Player of the Year. Noah becomes the second Bull in franchise history to receive the award after Michael Jordan won it back in 1988. Heart and soul of a defense that allowed the lowest points per game in the league. Noah and the Bulls look to even up their series with the Wizards tomorrow night, 8:30 on Comcast Sportsnet. That's it for now. Back to Len and JD at the Combine.
And a fun one for the Cubs tonight, especially their starting pitcher Travis Wood. He's pitching a shutout through 5, and he's knocked in 4 runs.
Yeah, he's got a real good chance to be the first star selection here tonight. My goodness.
Curve strike on Valbuena. Just outside that time.
You hear that siren in the background?
Yeah, I do.
It's Travis Wood going to put out a fire somewhere.
Sinker hit on the ground to second baseman Aaron Hill. Bring up Rizzo. He's lined out and walked.
According to Wikipedia, this Jimmy Ryan character we're talking about, nicknamed Pony, was a center fielder. He hit for the cycle on July 28, 1888, I believe. He did pitch in that game, but he was primarily a center fielder. So 21-17, White Stockings win over the Detroit Wolverines.
So that's a kinda.
Yeah. He also punched a couple of different reporters. What a rough and tumble guy, Jimmy Ryan. You know, sometimes when you're on the mound and your stuff's a little short and you got a guy like Rizzo up there, you just feel like, you know, especially the way he's taking pitches, he's seeing the ball very well. You just feel like this guy's going to have to get himself out, because I'm not going to get him out. I'm not going to be able to throw anything by him. You know, I'm going to keep teasing, and hopefully he gets a little anxious and jumps out a pitch out of the zone.
0-2.
Does not want to give in. This little 3-1 backdoor breaking ball. Ooh, and there.
Got him that
sinker at 84. Yeah. First punch out of the game for Arroyo. New in 2014 is the Cubs Authentics Wrigley Field 100 collection, from game-used throwback jerseys and Wrigley Field 100 baseballs to autographed items from your favorite alumni and Hall of Famers. Cubs Authentics has the most exclusive memorabilia to commemorate 100 years of Wrigley Field. Visit Cubs.com/authentics all season long for updates on the newest game-used and autographed items.
The 0-1 to Scherholtz. Fouled out of play off of third into the upper deck. Inside. Pirates just beat the Reds on a Neil Walker RBI single in the bottom of the ninth. 6-5 the final. Devin Mesoraco had 3 more hits, sitting .541 for the Reds. Got him on a changeup, and the inning is over. The Cubs go down 1-2-3 for the second time tonight, but they lead 5-0.
Real sports fans want to watch the game live, and nobody has more live sports than Xfinity. This is our sports app.
It'll show you every game that's playing live and every game that's scheduled to play.
It's got everything I need. Live scores updated right now.
See these live games highlighted in white? Click on any of them and watch live.
Fourth quarter, it's all tied up. I want to see this triple overtime game.
Wow. Wow, that's amazing. This is the ultimate experience right here.
Enjoy the most live sports like never before with an Xfinity X1 Triple Play. See for yourself. Call 1-800-XFINITY.
When it comes to premium sedans, no other vehicle compares to the Kia Cadenza. It has voice command navigation, a backup warning system, available adaptive HID headlights, and so much more. And if that wasn't enough, here's one feature the competition just can't beat. Case closed. Right now, lease the Cadenza for $299 a month and see why it's one smart move.
Break the ice with a special edition pint, only from Coors Light.
It's almost impossible to get them to sit down to dinner. That's why we have
KFC Dip-Ums!
A KFC Dip-Ums bucket. 20 extra crispy tenders.
6 awesome sauces.
I mean, he's sitting still. This is kind of miraculous.
Wednesday, the 2014 Stanley Cup playoffs rage on at the Met House. Tune in as the Blackhawks make a run at a repeat and the Blues try and play spoiler. Coverage starts at 8 with Chevy Blackhawks pregame live. Blackhawks Blues, Wednesday at 8 on CSN.
Time now for you to tweet your photo using hashtag CubsFanPhoto for a chance to have it shown in a broadcast later this season, brought to you by AT&T. Wilson Arroyo's had all kinds of trouble with the bottom of the Cubs order. He hasn't had any trouble with the top of the order. That man has knocked in 4 runs as he faces Arroyo here in the Diamondbacks 6th. Low, ball 1. Ball 1 strike. Orioles beat the Red Sox early today in Boston 7-6. They got 6 of their runs in the 3rd inning on Patriots Day. Game started this morning at 10:09 our time, about an hour before the winner of the Boston Marathon. Whoop. As that'll drop in for a base hit. Arroyo shattered his bat as he singles to lead off the inning. Neb Keflezighi won the Boston Marathon. First American man to win since 1983.
I would have guessed Kenyon. Just right off the end of the bat. A little small measure of revenge for Arroyo as he gets a knock off of his former teammate. How long did that, the winner, how long did it take?
I don't think I have a time.
A little over 4 hours. That was normally the pace.
.208.37.
208? What am I thinking? 4 hours.
208? What?
So the time it takes you to go watch a movie.
Oh my.
These people are running 26 miles. That's insane. Travis has not made a lot of pitches from the stretch tonight.
Base hit. Best chance now for the D-backs tonight. They've got the first two on.
They've been in the full windup for the most part, and you get thrown into the stretch. Sometimes the mechanics get a little out of sync. Probably more of a case of the Diamondbacks now getting their third look at him. Owings, excuse me, on this backdoor cutter that was elevated. Solid single to center. Good looking young hitter.
Key guy here, Hill, with Goldschmidt on deck.
Hill's hit it on the ground twice tonight. Wood more of a fly ball pitcher, but he'd love to get that routine two-hopper to short here from Hill.
I mean, I can't not mention it. Aaron Hill hit for the cycle twice in the same season. Since we were talking about cycles earlier. 2012, June 18th, June 29th. 2 in 12 days. Babe Herman the first to do it in one season. That was 1931 with Brooklyn. In the modern era, 2-0 on him. About half a year last year for Hill. He missed 63 games in the first half with a broken hand, so able to appear in just 87 contests. And he's in a hitter's count. And he takes a strike and a cutter. 2-1.
He hit 26 home runs a couple of years ago for the Diamondbacks. His best home run season came with the Jays in 09 when he popped 36. Well above average in the power department for the second base position. Ooh, that's a good pitch.
And a big pitch. Instead of 3-1, it's now 2-2.
Yeah, whereas Arroyo is not going to give in hitters counts. He's going to throw soft stuff, curveballs, and changeups. Wood, it's more about just trying to paint. He doesn't want to throw a cookie. He'll take a shot at that outside corner or run one in on your knuckles.
Swing and a miss.
That was pretty impressive. Nice comeback there by Travis Wood. Two great pitches to finish off Hill. I think Hill, after the previous fastball, thought, oh, he's going to come in on me now. Watch Hill kind of leaking a little bit. Watch his body start to tilt out towards the Cubs dugout, and then there's just nothing left to go out and get that fastball away. He was cheating cutter in. A good call by Castillo and a well-executed pitch by Travis Wood. 8 strikeouts for Travis tonight, 1 short of his career high.
Goldschmidt hits it high in the air. Right center, and it's Scherholtz to make the catch. 2 outs. So they get Goldschmidt for the first time tonight. And it'll bring up Prado. And we want to send out big happy birthday wishes to Juan Mendoza, watching tonight, rooting on the Cubs. Actually here tonight. Happy birthday, Juan.
Hey, Juan. Happy birthday, man. I hope his batting average is above the Mendoza line.
See, I claim it should be the Euchre line, because Bob's career average was 200, and I don't think
Mariel Mendoza.
Yeah, I don't think it was actually 200. I think it was like 216 or something. And you know Bob would be all for it.
Yeah. Mariel Mendoza.
215.
Yeah. I don't know. I'd always heard that George Brett coined that phrase in the Mendoza line. I'm not sure, but that's a story I'd heard.
It's terribly inaccurate.
Well, it was fluid, right? You know, we think of 200 as the Mendoza line, but I think at the time it was whatever Mario was hitting. You got to be hitting better than that.
You. One pitch. Now 1-2. Wood gave up hits to the pitcher Arroyo, and Owings, the leadoff man. Big strikeout of Hill, got Goldschmidt to fly out. Now he's ahead of Prado. It's Cody Ross on deck. Late swing. That's a 2-strike swing right there by Martin Prado.
But I think you've got a 5-run lead. This is where you don't want to get cute as a pitcher. You don't want to make a mistake with a breaking ball, hang something that Prado can hit out of the ballpark. Nothing wrong with just staying down and away like he did with Hill. He might lash a single to left on that pitch, but he's probably not going to do a whole lot more than that with it. Last thing you want to do here is make a mistake with the slider and let Prado hit one into the seats and just change the nature of this ball game. Not that Prado's a big slugger, but he's capable. Almost went deep last time up.
Rizzo over. He's got just enough room in front of the tarp, and Wood escapes, and the Cubs still lead 5-0.
The real deal is the Passat TDI Clean Diesel. Gets up to 795 highway miles per tank.
Actually, we're throwing in a $1,000 fuel reward card. We've never done that. That's why there's never been a better time to buy a Passat TDI Clean Diesel.
So it's like 2 deals in 1.
Exactly.
During the first ever Volkswagen TDI Clean Diesel event, get a great deal on a Passat TDI that gets up to 795 highway miles per tank. And get a $1,000 fuel reward card. It's like 2 deals in 1. Hurry in and get a $1,000 fuel reward card and 0.9% APR for 60 months on TDI models.
Tomorrow, Anthony Rizzo and the Cubs look to tear the cover off the ball against Mark Trumbo and the D-backs. Coverage begins at 7. Cubs, Diamondbacks, tomorrow night at 7, only on Comcast Sportsnet.
Really? So our business can be on AT&T's network for $175 a month?
Yep, all 5 of you for $175.
Our clients need a lot of attention.
There's unlimited talk and text.
We're working deals all day.
You get 10 gigabytes of data to share.
What about expansion potential?
Add a line anytime for $15 a month.
Low dues, great terms.
Let's close.
Our best ever value plans for business just got even better. Now with free broadband for a whole year.
Hi everybody, it's Pat Hughes. Wrigley Field is one of the most recognizable landmarks in America and is celebrating its 100th anniversary this year. Louisville Slugger, the official bat of Major League Baseball, is commemorating this milestone with the laser engraved two-tone 34-inch full-size bat. It's lasered with the Wrigley Field 100th anniversary logo and historic ballpark facts. This bat sells for $129.95 and is limited to 5,000 individually numbered units. Call Big Time Bats now at 1-866-280-BATS.
Time now for our Dairy Queen Fan Cam. We started 61 minutes tardy tonight due to some rain. Good thing we were able to hang around because the Cubs lead 5-0.
Cubs the only team in the major leagues that have not yet won a series. And this is a 4-game set against the D-backs here. Taking 3 out of 4 would be nice. At least from the Cubs' point of view. Wouldn't sit too well in the visiting clubhouse. Jason Hamill, Brandon McCarthy pitch tomorrow.
(2-0) to Castro. Indians beat Kansas City tonight 4-3. That game was delayed briefly in the second inning because a squirrel got onto the field.
The dreaded squirrel delay. Do they have to bring in a squirrel handler to get him out?
It was eventually directed into the Indians bullpen. Ball 4. Leadoff walk.
Third walk for Arroyo tonight.
No doubt. 5 straight bad ones from Arroyo to start this inning.
His first couple of starts, they were very careful with him because he didn't have much of a spring training, so a real limited pitch count in his first 2 starts. Last time out, the idea was to turn him loose, let him go as long as he could, but because the Mets jumped all over him, he only lasted 3 1/3.
Up the middle, and it gets through. Once it got by Arroyo, really no chance for Aaron Hill. Finally, Sweeney's rewarded.
Probably hit the ball harder his first 2 times up, but this one a little bit better placed. So I mentioned earlier that the Diamondbacks don't do as much shifting as a lot of clubs we've seen. I read an interesting story, and I don't remember where I came across it, but their managing general partner.
You didn't pay for it.
I didn't pay for it, no. So we can eliminate certain places. Ken Kendrick, their managing general partner, was quoted in this story saying he thinks his club is behind the curve a little bit in terms of using analytics. He said the previous regime, when Josh Burns was the GM, was into it more, and the current group, he's looking for a balance between the previous group and the current group. But yeah, it was a very frank, admission, or maybe even pointing the finger a little bit at Kevin Towers and his group. I don't know, but so we just don't, so we don't shift as much because we don't have the data that some of the other clubs have.
Well, I think it stands out more now when a team doesn't shift than when a team does. Very few teams play it pretty much straight up most of the time. Doesn't matter where they played on that ball. Castro's going to be held. The bases are loaded. And I was thinking as Montero went out to talk it over with his pitcher, he might have been saying, well, you got to get this guy because Travis Wood's a couple of batters away.
Yeah, that's probably why Jonesy threw up the stop sign. No sense taking a chance. We got Travis Wood coming up and a couple of hitters here.
Walk, single to load him up for Ryan Kalish.
Diamondbacks look like they are possibly going to get back into this thing in the top of the sixth, where they had first and second, nobody out, 2, 3, 4 coming up, but Travis Wood squashed that, and now the Cubs looking to really pile on.
Infield in against Kalish. 3 on, nobody out. Strike 1.
Last couple days the Cubs have swung the bats well. Only 2 runs yesterday, but they had 11 hits. 11 hits the day before.
That's our AT&T UVerse multi-view. Castro on the left is at third. Sweeney in the middle. He's at second. Castillo on the right, over at first. Kalish unable to hold up. Brian O'Nora was ready to pull the trigger down there at third. He was taking steps toward home plate like, I got the answer if you want to come down here.
If you want to ask.
Best hitter in the ballpark tonight on deck. Picked up by Hill. Throw to the plate. They get 1. No other throw will be made. They're still loaded.
Could the conversation be taking place in the Diamondbacks dugout? We cannot let Travis Wood get another whack at him, and that's exactly what's going to happen here.
Gibson's going to make a change. We think.
Maybe not. Yeah, I don't know. But I mean, that's just a conversation you almost never contemplate having. We can't afford to let the opposing pitcher get another crack at our guy. But the way Travis Wood has swung the bat today, he's going to make the move. Not just for that reason. Arroyo's been hit pretty hard here tonight. He's struggled all year long.
JJ puts Travis Wood, the second Cub in a long time, to do what he's done. We'll tell you what that is when we come back.
Breathtaking, meat impeccable, refined, meat untouched. On a Holland America Line cruise, comforting, intuitive service blends with awe-inspiring destinations and exhilarating experiences. Call your travel agent or visit hollandamerica.com.
We all create our own songs and share them throughout our lives. Country Financial is there to protect you. From singing in class,
Grow your own way.
to playing in your own band. Whatever stage in life, it's never too late to begin. Country Financial. Auto, home, life, business, retirement.
Jack Link's Beef Jerky presents Messin' with Sasquatch. Jack Link's Jerky. Feed your wild side.
Veteran right-hander J.J. Putz is on. Travis Wood, the second Cub pitcher since 1920 to strike out at least 8 and knock in at least 4 in the same game. You can probably guess the other. It was Carlos Zambrano, 2006. It was a 3-run homer his first time up. An RBI double in his second at bat.
Now he bats with the bases loaded.
And 1 out here in the inning. Swing and a miss.
Turn it loose. J.J. Putz used to come at you with a mid-90s fastball. He's lost a lot of velocity over the years. That one clocked at 87. Good split finger pitch. Throwing more two-seamers now than he used to. Try to create some movement.
0-2.
Got a little greedy there.
Travis is a pretty quiet guy, but I think tonight you could very confidently say he speaks softly but carries a big stick. Stays alive.
Interesting, Montero. I'm not sure what he called for, but Putz shook him off, and Montero said, okay, and then he just said, no, I don't like that. Let's talk about it. It's a shake, and then he, wait a minute here. Let's rethink this. One high fastball after another. See if they try to change the eye level and throw a splitter down, but so far it's been one high fastball after another. And Travis has shown a willingness to swing at it, but boy, I tell you what, if they bring that down, if he makes a mistake and gets it down a little bit, the way he's swinging it tonight, he can inflict some more damage.
Back to the pitcher. They get 1. And they get 2. 1, 2, 3 on the double play, but it's still 5-0 Cubs as we head to the 7th.
Those little things still get you. Cialis Tadalafil for daily use helps you be ready anytime the moment is right. Cialis is also the only daily ED tablet approved to treat symptoms of BPH, like needing to go frequently. Tell your doctor about all your medical conditions and medicines, and ask if your heart is healthy enough for sex. Do not take Cialis if you take nitrates for chest pain, as it may cause an unsafe drop in blood pressure. Do not drink alcohol in excess. Side effects may include headache, upset stomach, delayed backache, or muscle ache. To avoid long-term injury, get medical help right away for an erection lasting more than 4 hours. If you have any sudden decrease or loss in hearing or vision, or any allergic reactions like rash, hives, swelling of the lips, tongue, or throat, or difficulty breathing or swallowing, stop taking Cialis and get medical help right away. Ask your doctor about Cialis for daily use and a free 30-tablet trial.
At Farmers, we believe what you don't know can hurt you. Like, what if you didn't know to get coverage for uninsured drivers? Talk to Farmers and get smarter about your insurance.
We are Farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
10 years is a long time. 100,000 miles is a long way. So choose the right car. The Hyundai Elantra. With America's best warranty. 10 years, 100,000 miles. And it was named a 2014 top safety pick. Test drive the Hyundai Elantra during the Hyundai 100,000 Reasons event.
Get an Elantra for 0% for 60 months. Or up to $1,500 bonus cash. Visit buyhyundai.com.
Blackhawks fans, here's your chance to be part of the Stanley Cup playoffs. Like CSN Chicago on Facebook for your chance to win 2 tickets to the Blackhawks Blues game on April 23rd. Dinner at Hub 51 and free transportation to and from the game. All on us. just like CSN Chicago on Facebook for your chance to win.
Hey, looking for a way to make your business stand out from the competition? Host your best customers and guests in a private suite at Wrigley Field. The Nuveen Investment Suites can accommodate anywhere from 15 to 55 guests. They include food, all-you-can-drink beverages, and parking. To book your premier experience at the ballpark, visit Cubs.com/suites or call 773-404-4200.
Travis just getting out there to take his warm-ups, taking a little time after that at-bat.
Meanwhile, some action in Diamondbacks bullpen. That's left-hander Oliver Perez. Bob Brenly will conduct the stretch. We may have a chance to chat with him here for a couple of minutes before he clears the neighborhood of all the dogs in the area.
The Atlanta's beat the Marlins 4-2 tonight in 10 innings. Braves are now 13-6. Giancarlo Stanton got shut down by the Braves pitchers tonight, but man, what a start he's off to. 26 RBI. He's on a pace. This is always fun early in the year. He's on a pace to drive in 211 runs.
So somebody hit a 2-run homer. Did you mention that?
No.
Simmons bottom of the 10th win. Oh, Evan Gaddis.
Sandlot slugger.
Yeah.
Number 5.
Won it in the 10th. Mets shut out St. Louis 2-0. New York winning behind Henry Mejia. He's now 3-0. Cards have lost 3 out of 4. Tyler Lyons took the loss. He made the start for Joe Kelly. So you asked the other day who's replacing Kelly in the rotation. Tyler Lyons. Bobby Abreu got promoted from AAA Iowa with the Mets. He's 40.
Welcome back, Bobby. In other old guy news, Jason Giambi was activated off the disabled list today. He's 43.
A 1-2 on Cody Ross. We'll do it again. Raul Ibanez cleared the bases with a double off the bench in the 8th. And the Angels beat the Nationals 4-2. How about that matchup? Mike Trout and Bryce Harper in that
first
series.
time, yep. Trout with a couple of knocks tonight. Harper went over.
Foul tip, strike 3. 9 strikeouts for Wood.
Ties his career high. The previous 2 times came against the Pirates, one back in 2012 and then earlier this year. His second start of the season, he punched down 9 Pirates. This is his night. Doing it at the plate, doing it on the mound. He's gone Trumbo both times he's batted tonight. Not this time.
Nope, that's going to break the shutout. Way out of here. Back of the bleachers for Trumbo. 7 homers now. Depending on what happened around baseball, it could be the big league lead by the end of the night. He was tied for first with 6.
He'd been in a bit of a funk coming into this game tonight, and it continued through his first 2 ABs with a couple of strikeouts, but this time he reaches out and gets that cutter and leans on it. That's a Ford home run replay. Big Mark Trumbo with number 7.
Well, he only drives in himself, so the Cubs lead is still at a comfortable 4 runs. Willie Peralta, 3-0. 4-3 win over the Padres at Miller Park. We'll see the Brewers on Friday.
(15-5) now.
Well, Ramos Ramirez hit his 3rd. And he's batting .347, off to a good start. Possibly Jake Arrieta's final rehab start, this time with Daytona. He gave up 3 home runs, but if he feels good, a good chance his next start will be in the big leagues. 2-2.
Sometimes that can be a real challenge for a veteran pitcher going down there to pitch against kids in A-ball, because the game is played a little bit differently down there. The guys go up there hacking, and you're used to hitters taking certain pitches and looking for certain pitches in certain counts, and a lot of times those kids down at A-ball, they're just wailing away.
He's run it full, 3-2. The ball hit right on the button and off the wall. Montero will pull up with a double. That will get some scurrying in the Cubs bullpen. Hector Rondon, as that ball was headed out toward the wall, just grabbed a baseball.
Just a nice piece of hitting there by Montero, left-handed hitter off the lefty, keeping that front shoulder closed and going down and getting that cut fastball from Travis Wood. Sometimes you throw that pitch, you're hoping the guy pulls off a little bit and rolls over on it, but real good swing by Montero. Diamondbacks threatened last inning, couldn't push through, and now on the board and looking for a little more here.
Gotta watch for the bunt with Campana, and the cornermen are pulled in. Switch hitting Cliff Pennington is now on deck. Bunted foul. Tony chokes up on the bat.
Carlos Villanueva started yesterday, went 4 2/3, so the bullpen had to cover 4 1/3 innings in that ball game yesterday. Wright, Veras, Russell, Grimm all worked in the ball game yesterday. Rondon, who's warming up now, did not.
Traded last February. Cubs got a pitcher, right-hander Jesus Castillo. And another right-hander named Eric Liao. On the ground, Castro's got to hurry. Throw to first. He got him. Poor Campana can move down the line. Montero at third, 2 outs.
That speed puts a lot of pressure on you. We just saw Billy Hamilton with the Reds. He may actually be just a little bit faster than Campana. I'd like to see the foot race. They can both really fly. If you lay back, you've got no chance.
Pinch hitter Pennington. Campana in the lineup, batting 8th, left-hander against a southpaw starter. AJ Pollock left yesterday due to neck stiffness. Probably why he's not in their lineup tonight. Right-handed hitter. The 2-1 fouled out of play, 2-2. Fans want Wood to set a new career mark. He just wants to get out of the inning. 3-2.
We'll be looking for a little something extra on that fastball and left it upstairs. It's been really an in and out game for him, moving the ball in and out a lot. Not a lot of off-speed stuff from Wood tonight.
Him up. Rizzo in foul territory, and Bob Brenly will head on over from the Diamondbacks booth for the stretch.
Tonight's guest conductor for Take Me Out to the Ball Game, former Cubs broadcaster and current Diamondbacks analyst Bob Brenly.
All right, you know what to do. Sing it loud. Make Harry proud. A 1. A 2, a 3, take me out to the ball
a competitive comparison. We want to find out which vehicle you prefer.
The favorite part about the Focus was the handling and the power.
That is hybrid style mileage.
Oh, wow. It's really spacious.
I could probably fit a surfboard in here.
Driving this Civic feels like a compromise. Focus is my baby. I'm sold.
See for yourself during the Focus Challenge and get a Focus with 0% financing for 60 months plus $500 bonus cash or $2,000 cash back.
Hey there, can I help you?
Sorry. Hi. We need a new family plan.
How about 10 gigs of data to share and unlimited talk and text?
Oh, 10 gigs sounds pretty good.
Yeah, really good. And for a family of 4, it's $160 a month.
What? Get out of here.
Sorry, are we still doing the whisper thing, or?
Oh, sorry. Yes. We'll take it.
Introducing our best ever family pricing. For instance, a family of 4 gets 10 gigs of data with unlimited talk and text for $160 a month, only from AT&T.
Cubs lead 5-1. We are going to steal Bob Brenly away from his partner Steve Berthume for about a minute here. Partner, great to see you back in the home booth. Nice job with the stretch.
Oh, thanks. I'll tell you what, it's a lot more nerve-wracking when you don't do it on a regular basis. You know, we used to have to pinch hit from time to time for the real stars that were supposed to sing, but it's a little nervous.
You sold it, man. You're good.
Well, sing it loud, make Harry proud.
That's right.
You can't go wrong when you start it that way.
We don't know if you hit all the notes, but you got all the words right. That's all that matters. You're a new grandfather.
Yeah. My daughter Lacey and her husband Patrick Priola about a month ago welcomed Gemma Rose Priola into the world, and she was my wake-up call this morning, staying out at my daughter's house, and Gemma made sure I was up this morning.
Very nice. Well, we know you got to get back to work, but I'm sure the fans love hearing your voice. Great to see you back. Nice job.
Good to see you guys, too. Good luck the rest of the way.
Well played.
Good to see you, Jimmy.
Enjoy your week.
It's Bob Brenly. Bonifacio takes a strike from Oliver Perez, a new Diamondbacks pitcher. Congrats to the Blackhawks. They're on the board. A 2-0 winner over the Blues, trailing that series 2-1 with game 4 Wednesday night. Fly to right, and then it's Cody Ross. The dog line, by the way, he used to say, so you know, it was not a cheap shot on my part.
The dog line? Oh,
Yeah,
about scaring out the dogs in the neighborhood. Oh, okay. The Chicago Cubs baseball summer camps offer children ages 5 to 13 of all abilities the ultimate major league experience for 6 one-week sessions in various Chicago area locations. Join fellow teammates for a week of top-notch baseball instruction, exclusive access, and unforgettable moments. Visit Cubs.com/camps to sign your future Cub up. Do it now.
That ball broke a lot, and it found the outside corner. You saw Valbuena vacated.
Tough AB for a lefty. Perez starts way on the third base side of the rubber and then steps across his body. Occasionally gives you a little Louis Tiant spinorama action.
That's the first one.
Yeah. Woo. Starts right at your hip, and then you start to bail. It breaks across the plate.
Looks like we're going to see Hector Rondon in the 8th. Really cranking it up in the Cubs bullpen. Nice piece of hitting. It'll drop down. That ball's going to roll for a while. Trumbo has to go get it. Valbuena is going to stop with a double.
Now, Valbuena has not hit for power yet this year. He hasn't gone deep yet. But he stays in there nicely against this tough left-handed delivery from Oliver Perez. And we've talked earlier about Trumbo's difficulties out there in left field. Just takes a bad angle on that ball and ends up chasing it into the corner. Valbuena thinking about third, but drops anchor and settles in with a double.
Not a big deal. I mean, you're leading by 4. Valbuena might be considered the better defensive third baseman than Mike Alt. But you could have used Alt against the lefty, but no sense in matching up with a lead. And it's just nice to have Valbuena get in at bat against a lefty.
Yeah, I think if you're in a 1-2 run ball game, you pinch hit there, but with a 4-run lead, you don't want to start burning those resources on the bench in case the Diamondbacks do come back and make it a tight ball game. You want to have as many options available as possible. Perez has been around a long time. Broke in with San Diego back in 2002. Former starting pitcher who really battled control problems for a number of years. Better since he's moved to the bullpen.
Well, his profile is not the same as a Darren Oliver. He's a cutter specialist, but man, I thought Oliver's career might be over about a decade ago. You're left-handed, you've got good stuff, you know what you're doing. You can hang around for a long time.
Yeah. And guys that make adjustments survive. Bruce Chen, another guy who comes to mind. It looked like he was done. And you think about Jamie Moyer.
Yeah.
The way he was able to hang in there when he started throwing the cutter to complement his good changeup. Perez is a guy who's always had really good stuff, but just command was the issue for him.
Pops out of the mitt of Montero, and first base was not occupied. Rizzo didn't run, as Valbuena will take third. 2 outs.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Anthony was hoping maybe he'd get a foul tip call here. Would have been worth it. Go ahead and run down the line, force Montero to make a throw.
And with less than 2 outs, if first base is occupied on that play, the batter's automatically out. But again, nobody first. Passed ball charged to Montero to allow Valbuena to move up. So it's interesting. We have not had any controversial transfer rule calls, have we? We're 3 weeks in.
Yeah.
There have been a few, though, around baseball. When is a catch a catch? And keep hearing rumors that baseball may clarify that rule. Swing and a miss to end the inning. So keep an eye on that here over the next few days as Perez does a little Turk Wendell jumping over that line. 5-1.
It's our firm belief that corners are meant to be hugged, not cut. Luxury without compromise. The all-new Audi A3, starting at $29,900. Experience uncompromised luxury at your local Audi dealer.
With Luna, buy 2 rooms of flooring with installation and get product for the rest of your home for just $99. Sit back, relax, and save.
773-202 Luna.
The Big King you love just chickened out. Introducing the new Chicken Big King with 2 crispy chicken patties and our signature king sauce. The new Chicken Big King, now part of our 2 for $5 menu, only at Burger King, where taste is king.
Today, Feldco honors the best of the best, the top of the class, the ultimate in energy efficiency. To celebrate, Feldco is offering 2 windows for the price of 1.
That's right. Get 2 windows for the price of 1 and graduate to higher savings with no money down, no interest, and no payments for 1 year.
2 windows for the price of 1 and soon. Call now.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Feldco.
Wednesday, the 2014 Stanley Cup playoffs rage on at the Madhouse. The Blackhawks make a run at a repeat and try to play spoiler. They're starting 0-2 in the series, but a win tonight, and they're back in it. Coverage starts at 8 with Chevy. Blackhawks pregame live. Blues and Hawks Wednesday at 8 on CSN. What a job by Travis Wood. He gave up 1. He knocked in 4 and exits with a 5-1 lead. Here's Hector Rondon.
That's a good plus-minus for Travis Wood tonight.
I would say.
Yeah, didn't walk anybody, struck out 9. Hector finally has an ERA. Gave up a run on Saturday for the first time this year. Now 0.93. 2 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned in that outing against Cincinnati. 235 pitches.
Top of the order now for Arizona. Foul strike to Owings. CSN Plus tomorrow night. McCarthy and Hamill. The pitching matchup. 95.
A little sink. Good runner. Down and in. You hit it, foul it off your shin.
You know, I'm just thinking about one guy who could do damage on that pitch. Probably Alfonso Soriano. That'd be the only guy who has a swing that would play.
Yeah, he kind of
like that.
Yeah. Open up that front side. Owings up for 55 at bats last year, hit 291 after hitting 333 at AAA Reno.
Strikeout for Rondon.
Back in there, down and in with that plus fastball.
Aaron Hill 0 for 3. So Travis Wood, since the start of last year, has 27 quality starts. Some people don't like that stat. I do. The only pitcher in baseball with more quality starts over that period is Clayton Kershaw as a left-hander, 28. So among left-handed starters, Travis Wood's been pretty elite.
Yeah, he's establishing himself as one of the better lefties in baseball. Yeah, you know, the problem with the quality start, from my point of view, is it's too broad. I mean, I do think it gives you kind of an idea.
It's kind of a rough,
because you could, you know,
estimate.
6 innings and 3 runs is a quality start, and so is 7 innings and 1 run, right? So it's hard to, you know.
Well, I guess the way I put it, the 6 and 3 is a bare minimum,
right? And
it's not as if that's what most of them are. Most staffs, and I know Bruce Miles, our good friend from the Daily Herald, he tracks the Cubs' quality starts, and usually it's like when they get one, the team ERA is 178.
Yeah.
It's never like 430. Did you bring up the super quality start, or 7 and 2?
Yeah, 7. Yeah, 7. I actually talked to Larry Durker back when he was managing, and he He said he'd rather get 7 innings of 4-run baseball out of his starter
than 6
and 3. Just because of the saving that extra inning from the bullpen. Now I don't know. You'd have to run a bunch of computer models to see whether you'd actually win more games with that.
Okay, so would you take a runoff and go 6-2 or 7-3? Because
I like 7-3.
7-3.
Yeah.
But most guys now go 6.
Right. You're right.
So you're listening to an off-air conversation on the air. We're devising a new stat as we do the broadcast. 1 and 2 on Goldschmidt. So there's the number we were looking at.
Right.
And Wood and Lee.
And with that cast of characters, you know that the lion's share of those starts was a heck of a lot better than the bare minimum of 6 innings and 3 earned runs allowed.
This guy can hit. He's 3 out of 4. Fortunately, the 3 hits have come with nobody on base, and the 1 out he made came with 2 on.
And this is a slider that Rondon really tried to crank on, really tried to snap off a nasty one, and just lost it and backed up on him. He's lucky he didn't end up out on the street.
Well, I would say 6-2 or 7-3. You might even.
There you go. Yeah, it could float.
6-3, no. 7-4, no. But
what about 6 1/3?
If it's 2, you got to get to 7 for the 3.
All right, I like it.
How's that?
I like it.
Castro will throw to first. They get Prado. And we've got a new stat. I mean, that's a good half inning.
Tell me about the Honda Civic. It's the most durable, longest-lasting car in its class.
Can I stay in touch?
Bluetooth and text message reader come standard.
Does it rock?
Pandora compatibility, standard.
Where am I?
The Honda sales event of your dreams.
Nailed it, Gomez!
This is not a drill. Get a great deal during the Spring Into a Honda sales event. Now at your Honda dealer.
Get everything you need for a great summer at Menards. Add privacy and style to your yard with pre-assembled fence panels. This 6 by 8 foot dog-eared panel is pressure treated to protect against rot and decay. $34.44. Update your roof with Owens Corning shingles. Classic traditional 3-tab shingles come with a 60-mile-per-hour wind warranty and are available in 3 colors. $18.97 a bundle.
Save big money at Menards.
True business-grade internet comes with secure Wi-Fi for your business. It also comes with public Wi-Fi for your customers. Not so with internet from the phone company. I would email the phone company to inquire as to why they've shortchanged these customers. But that would require Wi-Fi.
Switch to Comcast Business Internet and get 2 Wi-Fi networks included. Comcast Business. Built for business.
Hi, I'm David Kaplan with a Sportsnet Central update. After missing a little over a week due to a sore left ankle, Cubs prospect Javier Baez returned to the lineup Sunday for the Iowa Cubs. Hitless in 3 at-bats, he has struggled this season in the minors after a torrid spring training. And that'll do it from here. Kelly Crow will be in with Holly pinch hitting for me on Cubs postgame live after the game. Now back to Wrigley with Len and JD.
The Chicago Cubs encourage the use of public transportation to get to and from Wrigley Field. You could ride your bike and use the Cubs courtesy bike check at Clark and Waveland. For drivers, the Cubs provide free parking and shuttle services on night and weekend games from 3900 North Rockwell. For details, it's Cubs.com. Brad Ziegler.
A ground ball machine with that drop down delivery, sinker, slider. change.
See, the thing is, when they went to Australia, he had to throw like Colementor, and Colementor had to throw like Ziegler. Reverse. Southern Hemisphere. Owings gets Castro. One out here in the bottom of the 8th. Now Sweeney, who's 1 for 3. Chris Sales going on the DL.
What's going on with him?
Flexor strain. Looks like Charlie Leesman will spell him. Line drive caught. Little leap and the catch by Aaron Hill.
One hit tonight, he could have 4. That ball blistered. Just needs better aim.
Scott Feldman has right biceps tendonitis. He's now in Houston Astro. And he's going to the DL.
We done with the rain for a while? Is there more rain in the forecast this week?
I kind of go day to day with the weather here. I think it's going to be cold tomorrow. Maybe Thursday we could see some rain, but
as long as it doesn't rain on the birthday party on Wednesday.
3-1 to Castillo.
Ziegler worked 73 innings last year, allowed 3 home runs. Have to get that ball in the air. See that high finish from Castillo. Has been working on staying through the ball low to high.
Two-out walk. And that gives Kalish another at bat tonight. He's 2 for 3 with 2 runs. Quite a Twitter conversation going after our quality start discussion. Just, you know, whether they like our ideas or
consensus. They think we're nuts.
I guess I go back to the quality start, and what I like about the stat, and this has been pointed out on several of the tweets, gives your team a chance. And 6-3 generally gives your team a chance to win. So we can tweak it and maybe make it a little better, but by and large, if you're near the top of the league in quality starts, you have had a very good season.
And it's interesting too, because, you know, as run scoring over the history of time fluctuates, what, you know, 6-3 in a real hitter's era is better than 6-3 would have been in, you know, 1968.
Absolutely. Well, the park factor, run scoring environment, all those things matter a lot. But I think we've done a better job here the last few years of pointing out, not only on our broadcast, but just the baseball world in general, of batting average on base, slugging, all these things, and what they mean within the larger context that you bring up. That's why Baseball Reference is a great thing. can just kind of tool around on a player page, but you can put Starlin Castro in to 1968 and to 2000 and say what this year's numbers would look like this.
How would they translate in
before the expansion era with the higher mound, and this is what they'd look like in 2000. And it's very interesting to look at what those numbers would be. Kalish strikes out. We go to the ninth, 5-1.
You know things will always change. So you need an airline that can change a ticket without charging a fee. An airline that does more and asks less. Where you need to be is just as important to us as it is to you. Hassle-free ticket changes. Just one of the many little things we can do to roll with you. If it matters to you, it matters to us.
Break the ice with a special edition pint, only from Coors Light.
It's almost impossible to get them to sit down to dinner. That's why we have
KFC Dip-Ums!
A KFC Dip-Ums bucket, 20 extra crispy tenders,
6 awesome sauces.
I mean, he's sitting still. This is kind of miraculous.
Russell drives down the middle, puts it up, and Meyer is there to slam it home.
Hey, what's this? Uverse Live TV?
With AT&T Uverse, you can watch live TV from your device anywhere in your home.
Hey.
So you won't miss a minute of the game. Call now to get a Uverse bundle for the same great price for 2 years, guaranteed.
Time for our GMC player of the game, Travis Wood. The victim of lack of run support. Not tonight, because he came up with 2 big extra base hits. And oh, by the way, really good on the mound.
Took matters into his own hands. 7 innings of 1-run baseball. Drives in 4.
Our GMC professional grade player of the game. And here's Pedro Strop in a non-save spot.
Pedro on for the 9th time, 0-1 with a 4.05. We haven't had a save spot, have we? Since Jose Veras.
It's been a while, yeah.
Was removed from that role back in St. Louis. Well, that's a whole nother stat we could get into, a whole save thing.
Cody Ross to lead it off. All right, so if you go to Baseball Reference, you go to a player page, go to more stats on the batting, standard batting, you get more stats. And if you go down to the bottom, you get to the neutralized batting category. And among the things you can click in are the 1968 Dodgers. You can see every year of a player's career if he were a Dodger in 1968 or the 2000 Rockies. Okay. So for instance, Starlin Castro is a career .283 hitter, right? If he were on the 1968 Dodgers his whole career, he would be hitting .248 in his career. But if he were a member of the 2000 Rockies for his whole career, he'd be hitting .333.
33, wow.
That's a rather large difference. Now for you as a pitcher, I think you'd rather be on the 68 Dodgers.
Yeah.
Strike called.
So obviously there's a big difference between the Dodgers and the Rockies of those 2 eras. Could you plug in, the 71 Pirates into that if you'd like, or are they just taking 2 extreme examples? And
those are the 2 extreme examples. Then you can plug it into any year you want. You want to know what your numbers would have been on the 68 Dodgers?
Sure.
You would have had a 2.92 career ERA. You would have been a 10-game winner 4 different times. I don't know if your record remains the same. 292, you take that.
Yeah.
For your career.
Yeah. But in 1968, I'm curious to know what league average ERA was. You're going to tell me.
Probably easy to find, yeah. A chopper toward third. And Valbuena gets Trumbo.
Just don't want any drama. Got a comfortable lead here in the 9th inning. Cubs have dropped 6 out of 7, looking to get a little something going against a struggling ball club. Valbuena gets Trumbo. 2 quick outs here for Pedro Strop.
Major League ERA 2.98. 1968.
The year of the pitcher. Small but spirited crowd remains. Looking for the 27th out. Whoa.
Oh, behind him. Miguel Montero staring down Pedro Strop.
Trying to think of any history there. We have a little dust up with the D-backs last year when we were out there. I don't recall.
Warnings have now been issued by DJ Rayburn, the home plate umpire.
Yeah, I can't recall anything. I don't know if there's anything there. And I could understand Montero's concern when the ball's thrown behind you. You kind of piques your curiosity a little bit. Sometimes guys miss. Sometimes they miss badly. Trying to hit that outside corner with a runner at 96. Just slides off the outside edge. And just take a four-seamer and throw it right over the heart of the plate. See how far you can hit it.
Ball 4.
Trying to figure out who, if Ricky Renteria anoints a closer here going forward, and he said, you know, he's not said he was going to do that. He thinks he's got any number of guys who are capable of closing out games. Strop certainly has the stuff. The question is, does he have the command?
Well, I think we're going to find out. Because while the Cubs really want Veras to get back into that 9th inning, I think it's going to take some time to work out his issues. Bounce to Castro. The throw to first. Cubs win. Cubs win. Travis Wood, the hero tonight. He did it all. And they improved to 2-2 on this homestand. They've got a wounded animal across the diamond and 3 more games in this series. They drop Arizona, JD, to 5-17.
And they had lost 8 out of 9 coming into this one, and the starting pitching had been a big issue for the Diamondbacks. It continued to be tonight. Bronson Arroyo got knocked around early. The Cubs dropped a 4-spot on him in the second, and the way Travis Wood was pitching, had a pretty good feeling he was going to be able to make that stand up here tonight. What an effort for Travis Wood. 4 starts, 4 very good efforts, and he picks up his first W of the year. Sing the song, folks.
Got the speed to be the best in the National League. Well, this is the year and the Cubs are in. So come on down to Wrigley Field. We're singing out, go.
Okay, so Travis Wood gets his first win. Jason Hamill has been really good. Will pitch tomorrow night for the Cubs, and we will have that one for you right here on CSN Plus. Final score tonight, the Cubs 5 and the Diamondbacks 1. 7 o'clock our game coverage begins. D-backs and Cubs, Brandon McCarthy and Jason Hamill. Blue Cross Blue Shield Cubs post game live, getting set up on the field right now. That's coming up after the break on CSN. Stay with us.
Proceed in style with Chrysler. Get 0% APR for 72 months plus $2,000 bonus cash, plus no monthly payments for 90 days on Town & Country Limited.
Real sports fans want to watch the game live, and nobody has more live sports than Xfinity. This is our sports app.
It'll show you every game that's playing live and every game that's scheduled to play.
It's got everything I need. Live scores updated right now.
See these live games highlighted in white? Click on any of them and watch live.
Fourth quarter, it's all tied up. I want to see this triple overtime game.
Wow. Wow, that's amazing. This is the ultimate experience right here.
Enjoy the most live sports like never before with an Xfinity X1 Triple Play. See for yourself. Call 1-800-XFINITY.
Chili's new Mix and Match fajitas with fresh new toppings. More life happens here.
When it comes to premium sedans, no other vehicle compares to the Kia Cadenza. It has voice command navigation, a backup warning system, available adaptive HID headlights, and so much more. And if that wasn't enough, here's one feature the competition just can't beat. Case closed. Right now, lease the Cadenza for $299 a month and see why it's one smart move.
Cubs baseball on Comcast Sportsnet is brought to you in part by Southwest Airlines. Find our fares online only at southwest.com. Your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Honda dealers, as reliable as the cars themselves. AT&T, mobilizing your world. Xfinity, your home for the most live sports. Menards, save big money at Menards on all your home improvement needs. And by Audi, truth in engineering. Cubs Postgame Live, presented by Blue Cross and Blue Shield.
What a night for the Cubbies. The rain, of course, held off for Rick Renteria's club to take Game 1 against the Diamondbacks. As you see there, the final score, 5-1, a 4-game set. We welcome you in here to Cubs Postgame Live, presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield. I'm Kelly Kroll, alongside the one and only Todd Hollinsworth. I'm excited to be here tonight, Todd, with you. I'm especially following a big Cubs win. And, hey, coming into this series, you know, this is one of those matchups both teams, you know, scuffled out of the gate. And you got a whole fan section out here, and they're excited after this win.
They're excited for the win.
What does it mean, really, to get back on track and to do it here in a series where, it could really be a big one for the Cubs if they can put this all together?
I mean, it's a step in the right direction. It's what you want to see from the Cubs. You've got the Diamondbacks coming into town, and you've got an opportunity to make up some games. I mean, it really comes down to that. I mean, we talk about the Cub history. The last time the Cubs won a series was last year, September of last year. But you know what? They're off to a good start. Travis Wood was certainly the story tonight. They got some early offense, got this thing rolling, and Travis Wood nailed it down with his pitching performance tonight.
I was just going to say, he's the Wood win of the night, really. I mean, he did it all tonight. It was really, really impressive, not just on the mound, but also what he did with the bat, which leads us to our Sports Authority play of the game. And what else could it be, Todd, besides the 3-run homer? He got every piece of that, of course, in the bottom of the second. That's his 7th career home run. Talk about helping out your own cause.
Well, Travis Wood got a hanging curveball right there, and he jumped all over it. I had a feeling he was going to be swinging the bat right there. The Cubs tonight were able to build innings, doing most of the damage, obviously, in the second. And what was it? The 4th inning right there, where they got everything going. But it was early in the ballgame, and that was easily the most important part about this ballgame. That early offense, Travis provided the big spark there at the bottom of the lineup. A lot of damage by the Cubs. They were able to do a lot against Bronson Arroyo late in the ballgame.
Well, and I want to take a deeper look into the numbers of not only Travis Wood, but also Arizona's starter, Bronson Arroyo. You look at it, and Travis, man, 7 innings, 1 run on 6 hits, 9 Ks, matches a career high for him. But like we said, could have done anything, could have come up and I think sung the 7th inning stretch there after he finished up. But it was a rough go for Bronson Arroyo, who's really kind of had a tough go of it to begin this season. But coming in, keep in mind, 4-1 in his 5 outings here at Wrigley Field, but tonight did not have his A game.
Well, Bronson, I don't think really wanted to lean on that history. He came in, obviously, 1-1, 995. He was trying to be the stopper for this Diamondbacks team. They're trying to find their way as well. But Travis Wood just had too much tonight. I mean, he was working both sides of the plate so effectively. I saw so many heinies in the dugout, if you will, right-handed hitters who were bailing on pitches away. Right. What he had done early in the ballgame was use his fastball, his cutter, on the inside part of the plate to those right-handed hitters, got them thinking about it, conscious, and then went soft away in the middle innings and got a lot of weak swings, a lot of weak pop-ups to Anthony Rizzo, I think, and some of those strikeouts certainly were attributed to the soft stuff away, and you're seeing it right there. That's exactly what he did tonight, was able to work to both sides of the plate so effectively and really not a lot of loud noise other than the Trumbo homer.
Yeah, our UPS store taking care of business. Player of the game, no shocker, number 37, Travis Wood. Just spectacular on the bump, with the bat as well. But when you're able to come up with a big run like that, a big homer there early in the game, how much momentum do you think then that carries over to him when he jumps back out there on the hill?
Well, it's big time. It's not only big for Travis, but it's big for the Cubs. I mean, we talk about what's so important to getting off to a good start in this ball game. You've got the Arizona Diamondbacks team that's come in. They're 5-16 on the season. Yeah. They've struggled. You want to jump out early. It was one of the keys to the ball game for me tonight, putting together good at-bats and seeing some of the other guys really get involved. They're able to do that. The innings that they were able to string together there in the 2nd and the 4th got things going. Travis basically pitched this entire game with a lead. He was able to get comfortable out there, execute pitches, and make things happen on the mound after he did a lot of the damage with the bat.
A very decisive first win of the season for Travis Wood, who is a man of few words, which we may not hear from in the show because of so few words, but he spoke a lot with the bat, and certainly tonight on the mound as well. And we are just getting started here on Cubs Postgame Live, presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield. We will take a quick timeout, and Todd and I will be right back.
Cubs Postgame Live is presented to you by Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Illinois. Through it all.
Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Illinois knows your 20s is your time. So go ahead and act your age. We're the smart choice for health insurance, and we're ready when you are. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Illinois. Through it all.
When the world grows too aggressive,
escape to one that's all your own. With an interior that was named one of Ward's 10 best, the 2014 Acura RDX.
Visit your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Acura dealer for attractive offers on the RDX.
Your old air conditioner is costing you money. Put your money back in your pocket with a new air conditioner from Four Seasons. And right now, get a new energy-saving air conditioner from just $24.95 installed. Furnace and AC combos from just $36.95. Plus, enjoy 5 years interest-free financing. Call today for your free estimate on a new AC from Four Seasons.
For all the right reasons, call 866 4 Seasons.
Get your projects done quicker with Master4 sockets and wrenches, all on sale at Menards. This 90-piece SAE and metric tool set comes with a 3/8-inch drive ratchet, 1/4 and 3/8-inch drive sockets, extensions, and more. $29.99 after rebate. Add the finishing touch to your room with this nailer combo kit from Boss Stitch. It includes an 18-gauge brad nailer, 16-gauge finishing nailer, 6-gallon compressor, and 25-foot hose. $219.
Save big money at Menards.
Good time to buy a Honda Accord?
We don't call it the Spring Into a Honda sales event for nothing.
What makes this Accord so special?
Rear-view camera, Bluetooth, Pandora compatibility, all standard.
I'm not convinced.
It's an IIHS 2014 top safety pick.
There's a bear behind you.
Way to stay on your toes, Roberts.
This is not a drill. Get a great deal during the Spring Into a Honda sales event. Now at your Honda dealer.
Well, welcome back to Cubs post-game line presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield. A time now to look at who's hot and who's not for Seasons Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing. Who's hot? Career at Wrigley Field. How about Adam Dunn? 73 games, 27 home runs, an on-base percentage, 1.038. Pretty impressive. Carlos Beltran, Albert Pujols. If you look at their numbers, also very hot. And who's not a career at Wrigley Field? Well, who do we have up there? Let's see, because I can't read my anymore. Justin Upton, Gabby Sanchez, and Mark Reynolds. What do you think of those numbers? Not too pretty icy, huh?
Well, you got Mark Reynolds. Hopefully he stays cold. We're going to be seeing the Brew Crew here in a few days, so that's what we'll go with on that one.
Boy, they are impressive. Okay, how about a look at our Subway winning box score? The Cubs, they're all we need to see tonight, and I know we're going to talk a little bit about it, but the bottom of the lineup really doing some damage. We've talked about Woods' numbers already, but Ryan Kalish, a good night for him, 2 for 4. Wellington Castillo, 2 for 3. And then one that impressed me later was Luis Valbuena. That one hit he got there was off Oliver Perez, which was good to see him go off a lefty. But all around, to see some good at-bats was a good thing for the Cubs.
Yeah, it was a nice night for the Cubs. Certainly the bottom of the lineup, very, very productive. You see the multi-hit efforts. These are things that we were talking about in the pregame show today. When you talk about what the Cubs are looking to achieve here in this series and what I really feel like might be an opportunity for them, the Diamondbacks have really struggled on the bump. They've struggled a little bit in the bullpen and clearly have struggled with their starters, Bronson Arroyo being one of those guys. It's an opportunity to get guys going. You know, we've had a lot of conversation about Anthony Rizzo, Bonifacio, Starlin Castro this year. I really felt like it would be an opportunity for the Kalishes, the Wellington Castillos, guys to start breaking out and putting together good performances with the idea that it's something for these Cubbies to build on.
Yeah, they certainly did that. The Cubs take game 1 of a 4-game set against the D-backs, 5-1, and it is time now for our Xfinity post-game. Here is Rick Renteria and his comments after this one.
Do you have some big plans for him in your lineup moving forward?
No, I mean, obviously we know he can swing the bat. We've known it from the other side, and had a good day today. Good for him. Good for us.
You talked about leadership earlier, but he's a guy that's done it by example.
Yes. He's another guy that's kind of steady Eddie. Just kind of goes out there and does his thing. He's been getting better every year. It was a nice outing for him today.
It looked like he wasn't fooling around. He came right in him.
Yes, he did. He was coming after, establishing his fastball, used it well, commanded it. Didn't vary very much from it, actually. Seemed like when he, the only pitch that got away from him was the ball that Trumbo hit, and that might have been an off-speed pitch. I think it was a slider or something.
And then he had like 7 strikeouts in the fastball. When the fastball is working like that, there's no
You don't have to get funny. I mean, and it wasn't, not only it was good, it was well located. I think on Cody, he went down and away, I mean, spotted it 3 times. He was very effective. I mean, he was commanding the fastball today for sure.
You remember the starting pitcher being taken out for the other pitcher, Ted, very often?
No, actually no. I mean, I can see where, you know, he was looking at a guy that's swinging the bat today, and his sense was he probably needed some more velocity, and with Putsy's split maybe, you know, because even on the fastballs that Putz threw to Woody, he was on him. It seemed like.
We're always looking at guys for the future. I mean, his age, his athleticism, his ability, all-star last year. Would you love to see pencil Wood in for the next 5 years or whatever it is?
Well, I mean, and I think everybody would. And, you know, he's really coming into his own, and obviously had a very good year last year, and he's continuing that trek this year. So, you know, I think everybody would love him.
Not too many negatives. All you can do is rave about the performance by Travis Wood tonight. And, of course, the Cubs take Game 1 5-1 against the Arizona Diamondbacks. We will be right back here on Cubs Postgame Live, presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield. We'll hear some more from Todd after the break.
Ten years is a long time. 100,000 miles is a long way. So choose the right car. The Hyundai Elantra. With America's best warranty. 10 years, 100,000 miles. And it was named a 2014 top safety pick. Test drive the Hyundai Elantra during the Hyundai 100,000 Reasons event.
Get an Elantra for 0% for 60 months. Or up to $1,500 bonus cash. Visit buyhyundai.com.
Stuck in a contract? Switch to T-Mobile. We'll pay your early termination fees, so you can get the new Galaxy S5 for $0 down right now.
I sell paintings of cats.
I sell antique cameras.
I sell mufflers.
Cellos.
Surfboards.
Stoneware.
It's odd.
Beautiful.
It has an unusual shape.
I have no idea how to pack this. No, I need help.
I need experts.
It's fragile. Can you be trusted?
The UPS Store Pack and Ship Guarantee. We pack it, we ship it, we guarantee it.
So if anything happens to this,
we'll take care of it.
I love logistics.
We pack it, we ship it, we guarantee it at the UPS Store.
When it comes to premium sedans, no other vehicle compares to the Kia Cadenza. It has voice command navigation, a backup warning system, available adaptive HID headlights, and so much more. And if that wasn't enough, here's one feature the competition just can't beat. Case closed. Right now, lease the Cadenza for $299 a month and see why it's one smart move.
Russell drives down the middle, puts it up, and Fire is there to slam it home.
Hey, what's this?
UVerse Live TV?
With AT&T UVerse, you can watch live TV from your device anywhere in your home.
Hey.
So you won't miss a minute of the game. Call now to get a UVerse bundle for the same great price for 2 years, guaranteed.
Welcome back to Cubs Postgame Live. It was a good one for the boys in blue as they win 5-1, and we're going to take a look back at Todd's keys from the pregame show.
Oh, I'm feeling pretty good about the keys today.
You are.
Early offense. Listen, we were all over this one. Cubbies, Bronson Arroyo. Listen, he struggled. I thought it was going to be a key for the Cubs to get off to a great start. They did. I called for it in the second. There you got it again in the fourth. They get it. Travis Wood comes up with another big base hit there. 4 runs in the second certainly put this thing in motion, and Travis took it from there. It's what you wanted wanted to see. Inside, outside, upside down. We're talking about Travis Wood must command both sides of the plate today, and that's what we were thinking. He did just a great job of that today. I'm not sure I've seen so many, like I said, Heine's in the dugout. I mean, it was really fun to watch. He had the cutter working early, the fastball in, able to set some of these hitters up. Trumbo was frustrated, really, until he got that hanging curveball. That might be the hardest hit ball of the game, obviously. But other than that, Goldschmidt was the only guy that did any kind of damage against him. He owned this offense, this Diamondback offense, so the soft stuff away worked for him as well. And in unison, well, look at the bottom of this lineup. Kalish, Castillo, Sweeney, Castro, Wood, all contributing major production from guys other than Anthony Rizzo, Starlin, Castro, or Bonifacio. It was really good to see tonight. So everybody, this is a great team win for the Cubbies.
Yeah, very impressive outing from Travis Wood. A tough one for Jason Hamill to follow up. It'll be righty versus righty in Game 2 as he goes against Brandon McCarthy. And that'll pretty much do it for Cubs post-game live tonight. I'm glad I got to be a part of it with you, Todd.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun when the Cubs win. Boy, it makes it an awful lot easier to talk about victories, doesn't it?
It was a lot of fun to watch this one tonight. Again, Cubs win 5-1. We appreciate you joining us here on Cubs Post-Game Live from Wrigley Field, presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield. We will see you again soon as the Cubs take on the D-backs in Game 2 tomorrow right here on Comcast.
Picking up pieces of my life, sometimes there's ones I just can't find, but they found a home with you. And when I think about the things that we've been through, I know just one thing is true: life is better with you. Oh, life is better with you.
Real sports fans want to watch the game live, and nobody has more live sports than Xfinity. This is our sports app.
It'll show you every game that's playing live and every game that's scheduled to play.
It's got everything I need. Live scores updated right now.
See these live games highlighted in white? Click on any of them and watch live.
Fourth quarter, it's all tied up. I want to see this triple overtime game.
Wow, that's amazing. This is the ultimate experience right here.
Enjoy the most live sports like never before with an Xfinity X1 Triple Play. See for yourself. Call 1-800-XFINITY.
This Honda CR-V.
We've got great deals during the Spring Into a Honda sales event.
Slow down, hotshot.
The CR-V has a rear-view camera, Bluetooth, Pandora compatibility, all standard.
Is that it?
And the CR-V is the most durable in its class.
Are those McPherson struts?
Indeed.
Nice work, Smith.
This is not a drill. Get a great deal during the Spring Into a Honda sales event. Now at your Honda dealer.
Stuck in a contract? Switch to T-Mobile. We'll pay your early termination fees, so you can get the new Galaxy S5 for $0 down right now.
With Luna, buy 2 rooms of flooring with installation and get product for the rest of your home for just $99. Sit back, relax, and save.
773-202. Luna.
All set? Okay.
The 2014 Mitsubishi Outlander comes with 7 airbags, active stability control, anti-lock brakes, and available forward collision mitigation to help protect you and those around you. Part of America's safest CUV lineup.
Safety and affordability with the new 2014 Outlander. Net base price for only $18,964. Or get 0% financing for 66 months at Max Matson Mitsubishi. MaxMatson.com.